When last we left our heroes, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Panic the Tiefling Bard, Greckles the Kenku Rogue, Task the Kobold Ranger, and Remy the Kenku Fighter, the party finished up their trek up Everbright Mountain to rescue their beloved wizard, Willow. In their company was the ever lovable Lily and Willow's dedicated paladin boyfriend, Doros. After a brush with wildlife, a cave spelunking adventure, a hairy encounter with the Korrid, thorough roper scolding, and a treacherously icy climb, the party confronted the Silver King and came to a stunning realization about the true monarchy of Eltmer. Most surprising of all, the Mask of Lies, through an act of bravery by Greckles, finally healed, and it was made completely whole again. And with that came a mysterious message: Ethiel. With Lily heading back to the Druidic Guild, the party returned to their tavern with the rising sun before them. So at this point, it's like 4 or 5 a.m. for you guys, and you have not slept. Anyone, in fact, all of you guys now take another point of exhaustion.
No!
Because
Hey,
of
it's
the
my
current
first
time.
one.
And as you guys kind of make your way through the city, a few of the more early morning shops are beginning to open up. Some blacksmiths are starting to get the forges going, and a few farmers you kind of see kind of walking in and through town. You guys make your way along with Willow and Doros towards your tavern. Lily had to break off from you to send in a very important report into the Druidic District about what you guys discovered on Everbright Mountain, specifically that biome, that cave inside, and the living things that were in there. So as you guys make your way through the city, the gleaming sunlight peeking through the clouds, a pink sky touches your eye. You kind of squint a little bit.
Borky's yawning.
Ugh. I'd say it's time to get okay, it's time to get walking, but it's time for bed. That was exhausting. And did you realize, I'm thinking now, we didn't kill a single giant? I mean, we
didn't make a
mutilated
couple.
one, but we didn't kill him.
My thoughts exactly. But bed does sound like a good idea.
Oh, it's just, oh no, we don't have a bed. Wait, oh my god, Panic, you don't have a bed.
Panic is already heading to the tavern.
Okay.
Panic, no! You're going to lies!
You guys walk to your tavern. There's a bit of roof damage above your place, Panic. But you can sleep. It doesn't look like it's like the roof's collapsed and you can't sleep inside. The window's still intact, so you can sleep inside of there without getting chilled. But as Willow and Doros also walk up, Willow kind of looks at the damages and you see her expression kind of looks at it all and is like, well,
Hey, don't worry. We're going to wring the repair money out of the Silver King.
It's true.
And we'll get this all fixed up within a day or so.
yes. But in the meantime, and she kind of turns up to Doros, and Doros kind of pats around his armor a little bit and then procures kind of some gold. An inn? And Doros kind of looks down and nods, kind of like, She goes, we're going to go stay at an inn.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Have
We're
fun.
exhausted. I mean, we're going to sleep, Mr. Borky.
Eventually.
Oh, no, we're tired.
Borky, it's been a long night. Let's
You
let's
see
save
Task is like full frontal, like just chest on top of the door, just like trying to reach for the doorknob, but just misses it barely.
Panic lifts up Task so he can reach the door.
The door opens.
There you go, buddy.
We'll go and talk to the council tomorrow, I think, or we'll see who wants to talk to us. Everyone, thank you for
Hey,
everything.
what are friends for?
I owe you.
Yep.
Hopefully the collected, she kind of scratches the back of her neck. Hopefully they've collected everything from well, there were some things in there that I don't think should be to the public, specifically the thing that you gave me, Mr. Task. Oh, you're terribly tired. I'll talk to you about it later.
Borky looks right at Willow.
Oh my god, I was so lost in needing to rescue you. I forgot about my hag skull goblet, the greatest conversation starter ever.
Borky starts digging through the rubble. Oh no!
Oh,
What have I done?
You do notice there's like a ribbon around the actual like remains of the tower, like almost like sort of a blockade. Yeah, do not cross, but it's like just red ribbon.
Breaking the law. Borky pulls it apart.
Greckles Ghost. Greckles tries to stop him, grabbing his arm.
Borky, roll an investigation check, I guess.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 with a negative one modifier.
Don't you?
With exhaustion, though.
With exhaustion.
No!
So you
So
dig
14?
through, you find no goblet of hagness, but you do happen to find a pamphlet from the Romantian on Goliaths that you pull out of the rubble.
Interesting. What is this book that has Goliaths in suggestive poses, Willow?
That's us leaving. Doros, let's go. She kind of pushes him. He's like, wait a second, wait, what? She's just kind of shoving him away as
I
they
can
kind
put
of
off
leave.
sleep for a little bit. I'm gonna check the mail.
Okay. All right. Everybody else is going to sleep, though, I assume.
Yes.
Willow, I think you dropped this.
As Borky kind of follows, just casually at a distance.
I mage hand
Jeez.
the pamphlet out of his hand.
Okay. The pamphlet whoop, gets lifted out of your hand, and at that point, Willow and Doros have kind of turned the corner. Doros is kind of like half committed to like trying to turn around, but she's kind of pushing him, and he's just like, "Do I go with the girlfriend or do I find out something? I'm tired. I'm gonna go with the girlfriend." And they disappear. The rest of you guys go to your respective sleeping areas. A little bit of dust just from the residual vibrations of a tower crashing down on the roof next to it. But beyond that, no damages to your particular living situations. Panic, you go into the back, into the pseudo-dragon roost. They are all curled up and sleeping. Every single one is completely sleeping. One of them even has like a little blanket over it. You see...
Okay.
Yeah, they're fine. They're completely fine. You do find one letter addressed to you, along with a pamphlet that appears to be kind of sealed over around the edges.
Of course. My Romantian guide to Goliaths has come.
No. You do have that, but you do also have a booklet. It's more like a booklet rather than a pamphlet. It's maybe about 30 pages in size, and on the cover it says guild contract in just bold letters and nothing else. Inside there is a letter addressed from Abacus Fleetfingers, who's your employer, to you, and I'm going to make that available to you to read. And since you opened it, it's all yours.
Panic pops an imaginary bottle of champagne. All right, let's see what big business got into today. I'm reading this aloud to myself, by the way. The rest of you are in bed.
Yeah.
You look down the hallway, the task door is still open. He Family Guy fell, didn't even make it to the bed.
Is there an extra room in there I should ask? Because Remy really doesn't want to go
he's
back to the
standing
temple.
outside.
No, because they all left. He's like,
listen.
oh.
You can.
Remy, just shut up and get in here.
I wonder if the. Ooh. All right.
Bird sleeping there. Borky points at the bird room.
Unexpectables. I have received your proposition for Middle Crafting District access and forwarded it to Council review. There was a delay, seeing as how a criminal background review had to be conducted. But the matter has been processed and appropriate paperwork has been obtained from the lower city guards of Captain Doros Grayscale and approved by Captain Brooke Bronzefang. Additional performance and quest completion have been conducted and reviewed by members of the council, as well as additional support from the Narasman Collective, Hoketh Clergy, Ambassador Redmond Bell, Establishment Proprietor Rufus Crumblebum, Weedos of the Druids Guild, Sully Andrus, Orin Faith Representative. Your repetitive performance and substantial assistance to the city of Alivast and its growth have earned you access to the Middle Crafting District for your collective personal needs.
Yay!
Yay!
Please note that misuse of this service is to endanger Alivast or its citizens will result in revocation of this approval and subsequent access to the district. Based off your collective's quest completion and personal relations, as well availability of talented persons, your Middle Crafting District contract worker is one Igmund Globrook. His fees are determined by Alivast's Crafter's Code, and other availabilities are determined by his own creed. Additionally, your collective is now under review for guild contract. Please consult the added booklet about guild contract. Continue the good work, Unexpectables. I'm glad I hired you under my name, Abacus Fleetfingers.
Under her name.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh boy.
You feel that, Panic? That's a job well done. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this guild book.
Okay, you rip open the seal. I did not write this all out because this is going to actually have an official document later.
Oh, okay.
Due to your guys' quest completion, as well as the quests you have completed, you can now hire basically adventurers to complete quests. So while you guys are going on one quest, you can send a group of adventurers to complete another one. The amount of which you earned is split, which means you don't earn as much, obviously, for the full quest. But details of that we can go over. But essentially what you can do is you have people who want to be hired by you. It's not really an employee as much as you kind of can contract people out underneath your banner or your guild to complete quests. So if there's minor quests or large quests, you can send people out to do that, and it kind of gives you guys more notoriety, and you can earn AC and gold that way.
Instead of
I'm a quartermaster again.
It's B-team time.
Instead of money, can we offer them exposure?
Oh my god.
As
Son of a bitch.
sad as I hate to say it, for the lower level missions, yes, that is.
Oh
kind of
my
what you
God!
do.
Wow.
Wow, we're scumbags.
No,
Well,
no.
you can die of
It
exposure.
depends on quest level. There are payoffs, but we will go over that later. But for now, they're reviewing you for it, essentially.
As an artist and as task and character, I will bleed this fucking place dry to get these people actual monetization.
Yeah, I know. The idea is that they do get paid part of like the actual quest rewards, but additionally, because they work under you, there's some notoriety there as well. A good example of this is if you remember Jeff and Solomon, who are traveling with Sully, were people who were working for guilds. That's how they got their work, is they basically got access to really good jobs because you guys are now going to get access to really good jobs given your credibility. And as such, you can share them with people who can complete them and thus basically build up, same way that Abacus did for you, they can build up their own sort of space in Alivast, kind of separate to you guys, if that makes
Nice.
sense.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's kind of like, it's
esteemed Unexpectables Guild. Panic rolls that around in his mouth for a while.
I'm glad Panic is reading this because Borky would just be like, I have a new leg stand.
What are these squiggly things?
Borky would just slide the book underneath a chair. There, my chair doesn't wobble anymore. Perfect. Rip out papers to get the perfect balance.
Alrighty. Remy, you go into Greckles' room. It's comfortable. There is some extra blankets and things you can sleep on. It's not great, but it
Look,
beats.
Remy, look, go ahead.
Just never mind. It's a joke at your expense. So I'll be quiet.
Oh, thank you for that.
Do that more often.
Remy, look, do you just want to take the bed? I'm kind of used to sleeping on the floor.
I was going to just sleep on the floor myself, actually.
Nah, you're the guest here. You go and take the bed. It's fine.
No, you can have the bed. I'm used to
Remy,
sleeping on the bed.
you're in our home. You're under our rules. You take the bed.
6 hours later.
I
insist.
Remy will very slowly start taking off his armor and putting his shield and sword, I guess, at the foot of the bed.
Mhm.
In the meantime, Greckles will try and cobble together a freaking pseudo mattress on the ground.
Okay. You collect a bundle of like clothes that you have, your spring clothes as well, or your summer clothes, as well as the yukata that Panic made you. Kind of toss it all to the ground.
Ooh,
and then
extra
kinda
comfy.
Roll up in a little ball on the ground.
Can Remy give him his bedroll that he uses?
Yeah, you can.
So, Greckles, you'll see Remy toss you a bedroll.
Greckles will just nab it, give it a little crook of a smile, and just roll it out. Thanks, man. Oh, that reminds me. There's a little restaurant that I've been meaning to take you to.
Yes, you mentioned it earlier. It was something about the Eastern Isles food.
Oh, it's absolutely scrumptious stuff. You could actually get aboleth there. I don't know where you can get that. I heard it was illegal.
I suppose we should find it.
That's a
sometime.
whale joke. Sorry.
No, I got it. I'm trying not to laugh. It's
It
very clever.
No, I've been there a couple of times. In fact, I got a punch card, like a point card there, so I can double up on those.
What is
But
punch card.
Depending on how many times you go when you can get food for free.
I see.
It's really handy dandy.
It must be an Alivast thing. Look, if you don't mind, I really need to get some sleep.
No, that's fine. I do too. I'll see you in the evening, I guess.
Thank you.
Well, that was
Now,
fast.
out of curiosity, who has Liza's mask now?
Greckles?
I believe I still do.
You do? Okay, just want to know.
Actually, I think you handed it off to Panic, and then he never.
No,
did that.
Panic took it, and Greckles would have taken it back.
Borky tucks Gripples into a small little bed he built for Gripples. Put a little hat on him.
When?
Just, off screen.
I'll say you did it during your downtime. It's not great, but you made a little.
During the Unexpectables MacGuffin hours.
Yeah.
Good night, Greckles.
I got a headache. Borky goes to sleep.
Okay. All right, you guys all go to sleep. You guys sleep through the morning hours. Eventually, about 1 p.m. kind of hits. And you all kind of wake up to the sounds of noises, the sounds of dishes clacking together downstairs in your tavern, the sounds of music playing and voices talking and laughter as kind of the lunch rush kind of rolls around.
Do you know what time it is? It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and people are trying to fucking sleep!
I'm imagining he's yelling that while still in the Family Guy falling over
Yes,
pose.
no, exactly.
Oh my god.
Hey, Remy. Remy, come on, man.
Is it time? Is it?
Yeah, it's time to get up. Come on.
What time?
Well, judging by the sun, it looks like it's noonish, something like that.
Noon! You see him immediately pop up and begin putting on his armor and grabbing at his stuff.
Whoa. What's the rush?
We overslept. We need to report to the council.
Oh, boy. Okay. Let me get the other guys. Greckles walks out to try and knock on the doors.
There is the door's wide open. Task fell asleep for us.
Task is on the floor. Somehow Task has a blanket over him.
I go to just pick up Task in his still Family Guy position.
Nah!
Task, come on, we gotta go report to the council, then we can come back.
Oh,
Come on, it's just a quick debriefing, let's go.
Task just looks at himself, just holds up his hand Ren Hoek style, slaps himself in the face. Okay, I'm awake, let's go.
Okay, let's go get the rest of them. Borky, Panic! Get up!
Borky has sleep apnea. You have to really speak up.
All right.
Yeah,
you know what?
Borky's not the only one.
It's time to get orky.
No, I'm gonna cast minor illusion. Let's see here. Create a sound. Its volume can range from whisper to a scream. It could be your voice or someone else's voice, lines, or beating drums, etc. Let's have it be a dragon's roar, since that's been a fun topic of the.
Borky, immediately in your left ear, you hear the horrendous screech of a silver dragon directly next to you.
Borky just no-sells it.
You
He's
gotta be kidding me.
No.
How you no sell that?
Okay.
Roll a wisdom saving throw.
There we go.
Get
There
outta
we go.
here.
There we go. That'll do.
It's a DC. Oh, it's a DC 13.
Oh, he passes. You're alarmed. Your eyes pop open, but you are not frightened.
I just-
You remain in bed, but you are awakened by the noise.
Borky rolls over with the blanket and just tucks himself even more.
15 minutes.
You know what? Screw it. Hey, Panic, you up?
Panic is not.
All right. You know what, Remy? If these guys want to sleep in, I guess we'll just go to the council.
I really don't have time for this. If you want to wake them up, go for it.
No, I need to be there too.
I'm here as well.
No, you didn't knock on his door though.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
you
did.
did. I did. I
Oh,
did.
did you? Oh, well, Panic opens up his door, somewhat clothed. He's got complete blackness in his room. He just walks right out of that.
Panic, get your pants on. We got work to do.
I have my pants on.
I
know-
don't know out of character what you have on.
Greckles. Count it as a blessing.
I've got all the essentials. Just don't
Alright.
worry.
Then
Where
let's
is-
go. We're already
Where
late.
is Borky? Is he still sleeping?
Borky's
Borky
right.
is
Borky's right behind you with a blanket wrapped around him like he's Yoda.
What's going on?
Would somebody? Oh, there he is.
Oh man, we are so presentable.
We really are.
Could all of you at least try to clean up? The High District is not going. Oh, dear.
How high up?
Fine,
How high?
fine.
How high up is it?
Very high.
Task will just go in, get his clothes ready.
Oh my god.
Borky just walks in. Borky just kind of puts on his clothes.
All of you will see Remy eating what is essentially like a ration from the front, just because it's a quick meal.
Oh no, you're the guy at the con who books the hotel. It's Sunday. It's Sunday
Look, man,
morning.
I've
We
been
have
to
to
those cons.
go.
I know how this works. You guys charge extra when I'm in town.
Borky comes up downstairs just tired as shit.
Oh, good. You're all awake.
Oh, hi, Helga. Willow's
Oh.
alive.
Lady,
Oh.
Helga, yes.
Oh, it is you. You
It
who
is-
has earned the respect.
Yes, it is good to see you too. We really need to go, though.
First, I would like to ask, what exactly happened to Tower? I come back from festival, and suddenly half building is gone.
Silver
Well-
King.
The
Oh.
Silver Dragon is what happened to it.
I'm not paying for this.
No, you're
Oh,
not. The Silver
period.
King is paying back.
Willow is safe, yes?
Willow
Yes.
is safe.
Where is
For
Willow?
now.
With
Willow is
Doros,
probably
I
with
mean.
Doros.
No, giant gray man who she broke
She's
legs. of.
probably already speaking to the council.
And that's where we gotta head off to, Helga.
This was a rough couple of days.
Fair enough. There is one letter for you if you have not gotten it from Abacus.
I already got it. By the way, good news, everybody. We have access to the middle districts now.
Ooh, nice.
Just the crafting district.
The middle crafting districts now.
Ooh.
Very good.
What's that?
We get
It's
to
like-
make better stuff.
It's like our district, but better.
Oh, it's wild. But we're here. It's
I
pretty
see.
awesome.
I would offer my congratulations, but again, to be going with the walking.
Very well. I'll go. Look, hopefully, Sully and Rorik is there, so I can at least retrieve Taurus.
I would assume that they would be.
All right. So you guys
I'm
head
go-
out.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
walking
I'm
and
gonna march
talking.
them.
Walking and talking.
Okay. As you guys head out, you see currently keeping guard is Vel, the Goliath guard that you know, as well as Eavesdropping, who's kind of leaning on his war pick at the moment, kind of swaying side to side, which is kind of weird for him. He doesn't usually move. He's usually pretty stationary, but yeah. You guys head out to the lower crafting district, eventually kind of making your way up. And as you guys do walk, you see a familiar face. You see Wymark, the guy who made the axes and the daggers and the darts and all those things for you. He's currently walking. He's got both the kids. And as you guys are kind of walking, he kind of like, he's like, oh, excuse me, 1 second. He's like, you! And he kind of walks over and goes, oh, it's so nice to see you.
Ah, you as well.
Cold weather, right?
Well, it's
There
the
we
dead of winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The little ones are bundled up, so we're good. I'm glad I ran into you since I don't actually know where you guys live. I have some good news and unfortunately for you, some bad news. The wife and I were actually were offered some land in Eltmer. Her family owns some orchards there, and we've heard news that the Silver King is asking for people to return. And well, my job here is done, and she enjoys the guard, but she wants to find a position in Eltmer. So we're actually we're going to be moving. I know you had hired me for my services a couple times, so I figured I would let you know. That's sort of what's going on. Hopefully you're not too disappointed.
Task will stand. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go
Go
for it.
ahead. Go ahead. Oh, okay.
No, go for it.
Task will stand in front of him, reach into his pocket, and pull out 400 gold. For your services, thank you for everything you've done. I wish you the best of luck in the future.
This isn't necessary, honestly. Like we're fine. My wife and I both work. We're fine. And plus, the payment for surveying Alivast when it was first discovered was definitely worth quite a bit.
You
Really,
really? You were here when it was first discovered.
I fought so many gnolls you would not believe.
Huh.
It was pretty
Interesting.
brutal.
Bit of trivia there.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I remember was a camp and then that thing, and he points to the attic, which looks better. Yeah, no, the Northlanders were hired. We're great surveyors. We have a notorious streak for adventure and discovery, so they hired us, and at first it was fine until we ran into some not so friendly locals and some strange goings about, but well, I was done. I earned a house here, and I found his cheeks kind of go pink. I found someone, and we started a family, but I think well, it's a little cold here, and I think it's a little bit too exciting for these two. And he kind of like wiggles his shoulders, and both the kids are kind of bounced up and down. So I think we're going to move on before the snows get much worse and see where the spring takes us.
Well, that's probably a good move.
Figured I'd let you know. Thank you again, and I was very proud to make your work. Take care of it, and hopefully it'll serve you well.
I want to sleight of hand some money into something of his attire.
Sure, go ahead. Sleight of hand.
With a 19, I sleight of hand 200 gold.
He does not notice. You sleight of hand 200 gold into his until you actually you kind of toss it, and the orc baby catches it and kind of holds it and kind of starts whipping it around kind of like a toy.
Smart baby.
He's got it.
Greckles looks down at the SADS and just sighs.
I was just you just reversed robbed him. That's the opposite of Sly Cooper, dude.
We've done that many times before in party. It's nothing
Yep. He walks off, gives you guys a wave, and continues on his way. You guys continue up the city streets of Alivast. Currently, there's a bit of a hustle and bustle. It's actually the snow itself has kind of eased up a little bit. It started to kind of become more of what it's used to. There's the hustle and bustle. There's carts going to and from. People yelling, it's too much. It's too expensive. And he's like, you want how much iron? Kind of arguing back and forth. As you walk, you do see Adric Metalmane, your guys' contractor, your building builder, and you kind of see him with a crew of 5 of his daughters currently making his way the opposite direction. And he kind of stops and goes, hey! He snaps his fingers towards you guys. Get over here!
Oh, we are never going to get to the council.
Listen, we've got a very important meeting with the city council.
Can you walk and
I
talk?
know. I can walk your way. Ladies, continue on the way. They're like, yes, Pa, and they just kind of keep going with their tools.
Why is this happening?
Are any of them cute?
Roll an investigation check. I will roll charisma checks for them. Oh
What are you
my.
investigating?
Oh dear. Okay, no. And one of them rolled a natural 20, and another one rolled an 18. For the charisma checks. One of them is absolutely stunningly beautiful. She's got really nice, long, almost shimmering orange hair, almost copper-like, you'd swear. Very beautiful face and just very strong arms. She's kind of carrying a bunch of tools under her arm. And next to her is another one with kind of her hair tightened up into a bow, and she has very beautiful face as well. And they're both kind of laughing, and they have very pretty voices, and they kind of walk by. And Adric is just kind of
Noted.
I'm afraid. And that's the DM talking. Adric kind of goes, so I heard about your tower. Hamanar has me sent on the mission. I'll do anything for Hamanar. He's such a good man. There's also a little bit of extra things here. You got some additional AC from the one, the Silver King. He has paid in full some of his personal treasures. To cover the expense of a new wizard's tower with any 2 custom items that one Willow Grayscale would want.
Whoa! Wait a
Willow
minute.
Grayscale. Holy fuck, that was fast.
All right, that's the legal name. Put on the paper there.
Oh my God! Congratulations to them.
It would have been nice if they would have invited us at least.
No, we are we are throwing the reception at the bar.
Look, I'm confused, but either way, you got an extra 2,000 AC. That's all I heard, and that's what you got. So I'm going to fix your tower now. And he kind of tucks the paper behind. Have a good day.
That's not
Out
extra.
of character, I actually have a calculation of AC, but I don't have the total. So what total do we have now?
AC is 4,000. I have it there. 4,000. I put it in. It's in the party inventory renovation opportunities. You guys have 4,165.
Okay, thank you.
Now.
Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry about that. I just had a calculation. I'm just like, oh shit, I didn't finish this.
Yeah, no, I put it in there. So you guys proceed forward, stomping through the snow. Every single distraction kind of passing you by. You hear people kind of going in for hot drinks, people picking up food.
Free money! Fuck that, we gotta go to the cafe.
You've been exposed. They know your secret.
Eventually, you make your way up to the wall where you see one of the guardsmen. And they kind of go, yes, what business do you have in the middle districts?
We're moving on up.
What were your names?
Collectively, we are known as the Unexpectables.
And Remus Corbeau, I'm with Commander Bolton.
Oh, yes, I know you. Let me just flip through here these other things. Unexpectables. He starts going through the alphabet and he goes, you. All right.
They're with me if it'll help.
Excuse me, sir. I have protocol I must follow.
I understand.
Here we go.
Man, Remy,
Stand behind the red line, sir. Stand behind the red line, sir. Thank you, sir.
I currently have one available entry ticket for the Unexpectables to the High Temple of Avon to visit Brooke Bronsfang and Solyandras.
Yep, that's us.
That's her, Solyandras.
Let me get your tickets here, and you just hear kind of some general noise behind the counter until this gentleman procures 4 tickets for each of you. These are day passes. I'm sure you've had a guardsman read through the regulations of a day visit, so just be aware. You're to visit the one location, and you're not to basically cause any troubles, and you must leave within 12 hours.
Very well.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day. And then you watch as the door opens, letting you guys into the middle district. You guys walk through the middle Arcana district. Or actually, you can go through any district technically because there's a ring. Do you want the most direct route, or do you want to take a specific?
We're already late.
I'm taking direct the route.
Okay, you guys walk through the Arcana district. You notice the gardens are currently still being tended to. Weirdly enough, there's now ice sculptures where the actual plants used to be. And you see various different constructs actually taking care of everything. And you see a couple wizards walking by going, "That's not right," and just like kind of shaking their heads. As the constructs are kind of conversing which way to sort of display these different sculptures. Eventually you make your way through to the higher district, and as you guys kind of make your way, Remy, you are no stranger to this site, but Borky, Greckles, Task, and Panic, you see a lavish almost gateway with various sculptures and carvings of mythical beast, of griffin, of dragon, and you see a guardsman there currently standing post, a smaller post, probably less visitors to the high districts. And he kind of raises up a hand as you approach and goes, "Halt!
Yes, stop.
What business do you have in the high districts?"
But here
We
to
have a
see.
meeting with Commander Bronzefang. They have a ticket.
Yeah,
You? Identification?
Remus Corbeau, I'm with Commander Bolton.
You watch as the guardsman kind of reaches behind and pulls out this long stick with a crystal at the end, and he kind of walks up to you, Remy, and kind of like waves it around you a little bit. Okay, you're good. And he walks up to the rest of you and checks your tickets and goes, "All right, go ahead up the stairs directly to the second left. The Hoketh clergy, right next to the Hoketh clergy. You won't miss it."
Thank you, sir. And he's going to jog up the stairs.
Okay, you guys head out. You guys begin to jog up the stairs, and what you see before you is immaculate stonework. It's absolutely gorgeous. The cobblestone and the dirt roads you're used to are completely gone. This is all almost tiled-like stone. There are small patches of gardens, and you see before you a large, massive, almost keep-like building, which, Remy, you know is the council gathering building. You also see just the most beautiful, gorgeous, towering temples of various different gods. You see one to Hoketh, almost like a Gothic building with beautiful, gorgeous, darkened stained glass. You see one to Avon, which is the one you're supposed to go to, which is of perfect porcelain, almost porcelain white stone and perfect gray stonework with various statues. One similar to the one you've seen at Everbright, but shining gold with a few pigeons here and there because nothing can stop a pigeon. And rising, and above it all, rising up and almost like hauntingly moaning above you are the taut chains of the attic. and the glowing crystal in the center.
Greckles is gonna have a quick peek at the mask, see if there's anything different about it.
Okay, you take a look. You kind of flip it side to side. Roll an investigation check, or actually, Arcana. Let's go with Arcana.
Aw. I'm actually somewhat skilled. Oh, that's
Hey,
15.
that's not bad.
That's not bad. Okay.
15.
You pick up the mask and you kind of turn it over side to side. Do you try putting it on your face?
Discreetly. If I need a sleight of hand, I will.
All right. You kind of put it on your face and nothing happens.
Okay.
You guys make your way into the center of the square with all the temples surrounding you in the large council building. What would you like to do?
Do we see anybody that we recognize?
Roll a perception check.
All right.
Hooray.
That's
gonna
an
be a-
18.
24 for me with advantage.
24.
Wow. Okay. You guys currently see Doros and Willow actually walking out of the Avon Temple. They've kind of joined in kind of to like the mulling about crowd. Most of the people, surprisingly, they don't look rich as much as they look well armed. They look like they're wearing very, very nice armor similar to Brooke and others. But you do see Doros wearing kind of just simple linen clothing, and you see Willow. Doros currently has his arm slinged because it was broken. And Willow, from the tip of her fingers all the way up her elbow, is just bandages. She's been completely bandaged up, and they're kind of like talking and that sort of thing. And they're kind of like, you can't really hear them. And then you do notice them before they notice you as they're kind of walking through the crowd. They seem kind of distracted.
Hi, Willow.
Oh,
Oh God.
Well,
all the heads turn the moment Borky yells that out, and there's kind of some whispering. So people kind of narrow their eyes, and they're just like,
Borky, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
People appear tend to be a little uptight. If we could maybe use a little bit of discretion, we can go speak with Willow if you would like.
We need to break them out of the uptightness with a festival of some sort. They need
Borky,
hilarity. What?
Borky, we just had a festival,
I know.
and it
there's-
didn't end very well.
and
And our tower blew up because of it.
And they're still
Also,
uptight.
it's not our place to make that call, Borky. Let's go.
oh,
Remy's gonna
hi.
start walking towards Willow because he's not even gonna bother.
Hi, how are you guys?
Milady, it's good to see you again.
It's nice to see you too. And she kind of looks down at the bandages. We went and got healed last night, and then we went to the inn. And this morning we were summoned, and we talked about
Wait,
stuff.
with who?
Captain Burke. And she looks up at Doros, and Doros is kind of like,
Ah.
expression's kind of flat, and a lot of other people, including the Redmond Bell, the Silver King's ambassador, and a few
Uh-oh.
others.
Lovely.
It's fine. We're good. It was all a misunderstanding. You know, me and the Silver King are really nice old good friends, and he couldn't contain his excitement about seeing me. And, you know, it happens, and he's getting old, and he has a hard time keeping track of his polymorph. Roll an insight on Willow.
Well, do I even need to?
Yeah, I'm just like, what the
20.
fuck?
It's a soft 20, but like
All right.
24.
16.
Nice. You guys know she's trying to feed you a fake story to keep in mind.
might I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is that what you told them, and do you expect them to actually buy it?
Oh, that's what both me and the Silver King know what happened.
Oh,
Great.
And Doros.
We'll stick to the script then.
Gotcha. Isn't that crazy how that happened? He's got
I
a
know.
goofball.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
really weird
crazy.
because that's not what happened.
To Borky, I swear to
Wha-
Vetrion, I will.
Borky. Willow actually looks at you seriously.
Yeah.
If you mess this up, I will never be able to stay here.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll see what I can do about him.
Borky's like pale in the face because of the intense stare she saw.
Yeah, Willow looks like she will actually kill you if you get in her way.
Is she
Like,
doing?
she loves you-
Is she doing the Doros scary face?
Yeah, but with actual, like, she will actually do whatever in her power to keep that secret down.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that mom stare when she finds out you've been smoking weed in the basement.
Oh my God, she knows.
Willow kind of just sighs, and Doros kind of pats her on the shoulder a little bit. Doros
Doros.
got.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead.
Doros, is everything all right? I know you're a captain and all, and you've left your post. Did he?
Well, Doros is currently being reviewed. He's going to get reprimanded, but I don't think he's going to lose his position of captain.
Good.
But I think Captain Bronzefang might take the fall for that. But he's currently on leave for a couple months, so I think we're gonna just have some quieter time.
Take a vacation.
If that's okay. I mean, there's not really anywhere to go during the winter, but I don't know. We
You
could see
need time
some
off. It's
plays.
understandable.
And some time to rest too. Oh, and about my employee form, I'm just gonna. She kind of like sifts through her pockets and she pulls out a folded piece of paper and she hands it to you, Penny. She goes, I needed a last name, so I just put a placeholder one in for now. Doros said it was okay.
Yeah, we were going to ask about that actually. We thought we may have missed the celebration, so to speak.
Oh no, we're not getting married, but I need something there, and who knows? She kind of looks up to Doros, and Doros is just kind of like just red faced.
I want to insight her to see if the thought of being married sparked her interest.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
That is a 14. Oof.
Okay. Oh wow, she rolled a 14 too. So it's a tie, so technically you pass. You get the sense that it's already maybe crossed their minds. But now there's probably more serious consideration about it, but you get the sense that it might be just a bit too early. And they're just kind of thinking about the idea. But she kind of no, I think it's just, for now, and I need something, and yeah.
Well, I think I speak for all of us when I say you're very much welcome to have at least the reception at our place.
I think Doros is just kind of like starting to sway a bit. Like he's just like, he's turned like a slightly like to like almost a 30-degree angle in a way. Like just like.
And I'm going to say with the fact that I got a fucking 8 in my insight through this whole thing, I'm going to say that Task has no idea what anyone's talking about because so far out of his culture, he's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah, you have this confusing conversation going on.
Yeah, everyone's talking. This is going way over Task's head, just sitting there like, what are you on about?
Greckles, I'm really glad you're excited, but we're not. I don't think we're there yet.
Well, that's fine. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh yes, well you've thrown it, and it has definitely hit us, and we're going to, we have a lot to think about right now. I think we have a lot of stress, at least on me and Doros too. He's got to heal that arm. But we'll keep dating, and she kind of just nods, like not really sure what to say. I have to talk to Adric about my tower. I'm gonna put some extra stuff in there. I hope you don't mind.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, we actually passed him on the way here. He's already
okay.
he's already getting to work on it. Him and his daughters.
Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
I heard that.
Down, boy.
And you want to talk, fucker. And,
wow.
I haven't seen my woman in years. I don't want to hear it out of you.
All right, anyway, so yes, we would be totally fine with you putting some extra stuff in your tower. Actually, oh great, now I completely forgot what I was going to say. Fuck.
Just let us know what you're putting in there next time.
Oh, right. You're not working with those injuries. Week-long paid vacation.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, great. We wanted to do a carriage tour, right? And Doros is like, like nodding really frantically. Yes, paid carriage tour. Ooh, with a winery trip. I think that'll be fun. Thank you. Do I have to list what I want in my tower? Do I have to
mull it over?
Okay.
It would be important so we know not to accidentally walk into something, much as the Silver King did.
Oh, okay. So like, yeah, no, sure.
Like anything magical, please let us know.
Okay, then yeah, I can definitely disclose that.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about? And she kind of looks towards you, Remy. Kind of has this sort of nervous expression to where she looks at you.
She's doing that like that open mouth smile with the teeth clenched.
A little bit, yeah.
Perhaps not here. You're staying at an inn, yes?
Yes.
Why don't I
Uh,
come find you when this is all over?
If you'd like, I mean, I might poke my head into the Sweet Dragon. I mean, Ty's fritters are just the best, so I really would like some.
My cookie.
I've actually never had them. Perhaps I'll join you.
Oh, they're so good. We'll be there. I think we're gonna go get lunch, and then we got a few other things we need to do, and then I actually should probably get a new spell book and a few other things. Okay, we'll let you go. Oh, by the way, do you guys like rabbits?
I like to eat them.
Okay, well, don't eat this one. And she reaches into her robe and she pulls out a rabbit, and she hands it to you, Tass.
Borky thinks it's an amazing magic trick.
Oh, wow, it came from nowhere.
Tash just looks up at her like inquisitively, now holding a rabbit, and she's like, "Wait, I'm not supposed to carve this thing down the middle?"
Just hold on to it, okay? It's important.
Okay. Are we just
Please.
gonna walk into the council with this rabbit in my arms?
She nods. Trust me.
Okay.
I lean down and it was her task to see her. It's bright.
Oh no, Bright's actually right here. She lifts up the other part of her robe, and there's
Oh,
another.
beautiful magic.
Panic leans back down. It's the greatest magic trick I've ever seen.
Tash just shrugs. All right, I guess I now have this rabbit.
Yeah, it's like a white rabbit with like kind of like blue eyes. It's very
What is
pretty.
this for exactly?
It'll make sense. Trust me.
How fat is the rabbit?
It's not that fat.
Dang. Okay.
It's pretty athletic looking.
Quit asking how fat things are, Kurt.
I want to. I want to
Rude.
have.
You don't ask a rabbit its weight.
Look, he just wants a tub substitute.
I want
He wants to try and fill that giant jiggly void in his heart.
Call it
He had a
Bubs.
tub of love, and now it's empty.
Okay, well, I guess with that, if this conversation's over, Tash is just gonna walk into the where we need to go.
Okay.
Yeah, Remy would have already started trying to inch away.
Yeah.
All right. Doros kind of gives like a thumbs up as you guys leave, and Willow kind of gives a nervous smile. She looks very uncomfortable about everything. She looks jumpy and stressed, which makes sense for her current situation.
Can Remy say something before we all walk in? Like as everybody's
yeah,
walking in? Can
you guys are
Sure.
kind of walking up the front steps there.
Sure, what's up?
Willow, we told you to trust us. It's going to be all right. Go eat.
Who are you talking to?
Oh,
Willow.
Willow.
What?
Oh, he was telling Willow to relax because he saw that she was stressed out.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to the rabbit, and I got really confused.
No. Hey, that's how I communicate, is through the rabbit to her.
Meanwhile, Tash is looking at the rabbits like with X-ray vision at every point where he can carve the meat out.
Okay,
Oh my gosh!
roll an insight. Actually, roll a knowledge nature on the rabbit. Bosco, roll a persuasion check. Or not Bosco, Remy, roll a persuasion check.
I'm not good at those, though.
I'm not going to eat the rabbit. I'm just sitting here just like, I could, like, it's just so weird. 19. I mean, 13.
6.
Six.
Willow kind of goes, yeah, of course. She kind of walks away. And she's like, she walks 2 steps and goes, glory to Valithia, and then kind of like awkwardly, like sort of begins to sweat and kind of rests her hand on her forehead, going, why did I say that? And just kind of keeps walking.
Oh, why did she say that?
Why'd she give me this rabbit?
There are many, many questions
Okay,
today.
the rabbit rolled a 10, plus I gotta find rabbit stats here super fast.
Rabbit stats.
You guys are way too uptight about your homelands.
I'm gonna forget that you said that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't
Remy's
even know.
gonna straighten it.
I don't even know where I'm from.
Borky says with
Remy's
a
gonna
fucking honest to God smile.
Remy's gonna straighten up his armor and start walking in with his shoulders held high, as best that he can.
Tess, something's off with this rabbit. You don't know what it is, but it's weird.
I mean, I'm walking into this fucking conversation with like, let's all make ourselves presentable, gang. We're all here, right? We're all in attendance, right? Here, have this rabbit. Wait, what? Don't ask questions. Fuck!
Just take this. No,
Okay.
bring it in there.
There's no time.
There's no time. There's no time to explain. Just rabbit. Let's go.
Okay.
Are you okay there, Task, holding that thing?
I mean, confused, more like it, but yeah, sure, I can hold on to this thing.
It's super
Alright.
relaxed. It's not like kicking or anything. It's
Yeah, no,
just,
yeah, it's fine. It's just like Tash is like, all right, I guess I have this now.
Okay. You guys walk into the temple. The doors are wide open. Inside is just absolutely gorgeous, clear white glass windows. You see various reliquaries in like glass cases and tapestries of different histories. I'd say Panic, Remy, and Greckles. Roll a knowledge religion for me.
Oh boy, I'm trained in that.
You
I
are.
am not.
I say as I roll a 1. Boom.
That's an 18
Wow,
for
you,
me.
you were saying?
11.
That's
10.
11 for me.
Okay. Sadly, Remy, you're just like meh. You're just like, this ain't Vetreon. I don't care.
I've got my mind elsewhere. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do.
Greckles and Panic. On one of the tapestries, you recognize one celestial figure, and the actual illustration is kind of strange. It's Alivast, the God Mountain. Panic, you recognize it because it is in Tricadia, and Greckles, you recognize it because of kind of what you learned from Brooke. Alivast is one singular mountain in this massive mountain range in Tricadia, which kind of splits the country into north and south. And Alivast is the tallest mountain there, and you kind of see this illustration. It appears to be some sort of like story about perhaps the mountain range's creation and then Avon as a whole. It's very, very nice. It's very well made. It seems very well kept. A little bit of wear here and there, maybe due to travel, but beyond that, it's actually a very, very nice piece of work. As you guys continue down, you see a kind of a group of paladins currently like talking and laughing and just like, no, I told you. I told them that. And they kind of stop and they kind of give you guys a sideways glance and then they just kind of keep talking and keep moving forward. Eventually, your footsteps echo across the polished floor. It almost feels like an empty police station in a way. There's almost this sense of authority to the building and a sense of emptiness to it too. It's quite large. As you make your way up, where do you go?
Do we see Brooke anywhere?
Nope. You see a bunch
Great.
of different hallways and a bunch of different doors.
Remy,
Hey.
maybe you should ask for directions.
Is there literally anybody here?
There's a few paladins here and there.
I would like to approach a paladin.
Okay. You approach one. He's kind of a disheveled-looking human man with a beard. He kind of goes, "Yeah, how can I help you?"
I'm looking for Commander Bronzefang. Is he here?
Oh, he's in his office.
Would you happen to know which direction that was?
Oh, first-time visitors. The man kind of tucks the clipboard underneath his arm as he kind of leads you forward and kind of looks and he goes, "Oh, I remember you." He kind of points to the rest of the party. Everbright.
Oh yeah.
Rolling an
Yeah.
intelligence check.
Yeah, go ahead. Because you have not seen this man in a while. Oh, 15.
15.
You remember this guy? He was with Doros. That when they went to Everbright. This is Captain Stendon of the Middle District.
Oh shit!
I remember him.
Oh, Stendon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right there on the top left of my info sheet. Look at you,
Yeah.
Stendon. You made it on.
He's kind of got this sort of grizzled look to him, and he's kind of like, good boy.
paladin.
Look who's in the campaign. Yes, you are.
Moving right along.
He kind of walks forward and goes, "How are things faring for you since that incident? I heard that Doros has become kind of a good close friend of yours. He's dating one of your employees. That's super weird."
Well, why is that weird?
The man has the personality of a rock.
But he has a heart of gold.
True, he does.
Is the rock gold?
Maybe he's more like a geode. He's got like gems inside of him.
It's just
This analogy has gone off the rails, I believe.
he is rich
It
of
has.
character.
He's a good guy. We don't really mind him dating our employee. He's gotten us out of more than one tough scrape.
Hopefully by no bribery means, and he gives you kind of like a wink.
Listen. what kind of scoundrel do you think I am?
He's gonna roll an insight on you.
Borky whispers in his ear.
Hopefully not the one you are.
Oh shit. He rolled a 19.
Let's roll my deception.
Yeah,
Quick.
please roll your deception.
17.
Yeah, no, not with those modifiers, no. He kind of raises his brow and is like, "All right, but if you hurt him,
We can't possibly.
Me?
No,
Or
no.
Tim?
Panic's not gonna date him. It's fine.
Stendon laughs and points at Borky and then slowly turns his finger and laughs at you, Panic.
Yeah.
We're all having good fun, panic-sized thaumaturgy, having dark slits in the middle of them. We're having fun here.
How could this happen to me?
That's a big roof.
Anyway, where can we
What
find the
Bronze
office,
Fang?
please?
Brooke Bronsfang. I think he's in a meeting right now with the captain of Tricadia Capital, which, if you ask me, you might want to wait before going into there. And he kind of leads you guys forward through the various different areas. He kind of points out areas like, oh, this is where the paladins sleep, and then this is over here is bathing chambers. Don't go in there. It's shared. Over here is kind of where we eat. Blah blah blah. He's kind of pointing everything out. He's kind of giving you like the recruiter's tour a little bit. And eventually he leads you to a large set of oak doors, and you can hear just shouting. And I want you guys to roll perception checks as you kind of.
Are
I was
those
about to
boys?
say.
Here I go with my. Oh,
That's a 7.
That's
a
a
10.
Oh,
natural
That
one. Hooray!
Is a 22.
That is a 6.
as all you guys approach, just most of you guys just hear kind of over and over again. Remy, you don't hear anything because you're currently really starting to see the actual appeal of being an Avon Paladin. Dental, healthcare. I mean, like
Dental?
technologies?
On a
I
Kenku?
don't even have teeth, and it sounds appealing.
It's called Beaky.
Greckles smiles.
No! Don't you put that evil on anyone!
No, for real though, you actually can clip birds' beaks though. So technically, there kind of is dental in a way.
Kind of. It's a little different.
Are you telling
But
me?
it's covered. Who
Are you
cares?
telling
where
me-
on the tongue are the teeth?
Are you
Bob?
telling me that Remy's
Where
the
on
kind
the
of
tongue are the
bird?
teeth?
I think we've gone off the rails a bit.
Are you telling me Remy's the kind of bird who doesn't shine his beak every morning? Gets a good sheen on that beak.
Panic.
So Panic focuses his hearing away from his party.
Yeah, you do. You kind of like tunnel hearing, kind of focus in on the door. You don't hear Brooke at all. This is all someone else's voice. You hear a woman's voice, and they sound fucking mad. They are like screaming at him.
Money said swear.
I know I did. They're really mad.
Holy shit.
What you're able to, I know, I'm tired. You can tell by my language. I'm so horrendously sleep deprived. As you guys, as Panic, as you're listening in, you hear various different catches of the sentences. You hear the woman say, "It was up to you to maintain blah 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 blah," and it kind of fades out. And you've done nothing. And it's like, your father put you in charge, but that was a stupid idea. There's no accounting for nature. And you kind of hear like more yelling. What you get from this as you get closer and you kind of listen in even more, kind of leaving your party as Denton's just like, yes, and we also have this feature and this other feature. You hear the woman's voice continue on, and it goes, "Your racial inclusion program is nothing more than a farce to keep yourself in your seat. Every single problem that you've had can stem from one of the lesser races causing a problem, and it all stems from you. Your father may have seen some strange delusional potential, but I see the truth of this. You can't even keep a delegate in check, much less the idle testings of a goblin chef or a bunch of idiots who create an eclipse. You are on thin ice, Brooke Bronzefang, and so is your racial inclusion program. Now clean up your mess." And then there's just silence. And for the rest of you kind of are hearing this thing from Stendon. It's just like, yes, and of course you get your own first set of armor, simply just chainmail, and then everything goes quiet behind that door. You guys all kind of turn. You see Panic, who's currently kind of like resting his ear against the door and kind of repostures himself.
Panic.
And
Panic, what's the door saying?
Would you
Panic
move away from the door?
Panic is completely silent, and he just slowly walks away from the door.
Remy's gonna walk up to him, hopefully away from Paladin guy.
Stendon kind of like looks down to his clipboard and goes, you guys are fine, right?
Yeah, we're set.
Yeah,
Okay. I also noticed, he kind of flips through, you've just been added to the middle district crafting. He kind of jabs his finger. Do say hello to some of our guards. Kay, Cody, Borfington. Has
What?
Because you're
And there's a
Borfington.
lo-
Chef's name.
There's a lot of B-ingtons around here. I've
Wait,
noticed.
you say there's a man's name is called Borfington?
No, his name is Borfin, but we joke because of your chef. We know him, the chef Ty Borfington. He's very famous.
Yeah,
His noodles are just like
one of the most beautiful men ever.
Yeah, he's certainly quite interesting looking. But yes, no, they should be around to help you if you need it. And they're also working with some civilian guards as well. So if you need help, don't be afraid to talk to your local town guard.
That was Borfington Caden who?
Borf. It's just Borf. You remember Borf? He was goofy. He was a dwarfen guy. He mostly does paperwork. You remember he was in charge of the middle district jail. Right. Yeah, he's a paperwork guy.
So it's Borf Cade and who was the other one?
Borf K and Cody.
Real fast. Can Borky ask him just a quick question?
Yeah, Stenden's kind of walking away.
Real fast, do you have any suggestions where someone could spend a lot of money on something fun?
Well, he kind of flips through his clipboard. I mean, if you're looking for a middle district, there you have access to the crafting district, and it looks like you have a contracted craftsman, so you could get him to make you something. If not, there is the Romantian. They have things like the Playhouse and the other Playhouse. He kind of starts laughing to himself and kind of rubbing his beard. But of course, depending on how much you want to spend, those are my recommendations.
Okay, thank you.
There is also a tavern, which is pretty fun. They have some gambling there. But,
Boo!
Gambling.
Boo! Other taverns.
Taz looks over to Greckles and just like sleight of hand shows his little his little dice set. I'm in with you.
Greckles gives you the biggest thumbs up and toothy grin.
Oh, that image is in my head.
Good. Let it fester there for an eternity.
Oh, it does.
As Stenden turns to leave, eventually the doors open and you see Brooke leaving. And you see him kind of fixing his hair. He's just kind of like adjusting his beard and adjusting his hair. Panic, you can roll an insight on that.
Oh, bullshit. Yes. Come on.
13.
Maybe.
Oh, that was not a good roll. That was half of a 3. And
It's a 3.
It's a 3, a perfect.
That's not much better. That's a plus his.
Something.
Sorry, I gotta check his charisma. It's plus 3. That's not good at all. That is an 11. So he fails. Panic. You get the sense that he's stressed, but above everything else, he's insecure. He's trying to make himself look nice because he doesn't know what else to do.
Panic's gonna walk up behind him, put a hand on his shoulder. Hey.
Hi. You're touching me.
Slowly lifts his hand away. Thanks.
He seems confused. Sorry?
Panic just says, "Thank you.
For what?
Everything."
Well, yes, I suppose I signed off on your criminal record, and of course you did get approval from Doros. I'm Brooke. So of course I had to sign off on it. I apologize. I apologize. The paperwork was taking a bit of time. I had a few things I had to deal with. So you're welcome, of course. You're welcome for that.
Brooke, for everything. I know we wouldn't even be here if it wasn't without you.
I'm gonna insight the hell out of this.
Yeah, can I insight Panic?
That's a
Who's
17.
inciting? Who's
12.
inciting who?
I'm inciting Panic.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Greckles is inciting Brooke.
I mean, he's mumbling and he sounds downtrodden and
Looks over to Borky. Hey, you see this rabbit?
Borky, roll a knowledge nature on the rabbit.
Okay, very well.
No, he's gonna crit this. Watch.
4.
Okay, that's a crit.
It could.
That's a
It looks
pretty nice-
delicious. It could be fatter.
Delicious.
It could be fatter. It could be a lot fatter. And if he does have a name, you should call him Rubs.
Oh God.
Edward is inciting you, Panic, with a 12.
Edward.
Me,
I mean,
hi.
Bosco, Remy is inciting you.
Gotcha.
You want to do
I'm-
a deception check, or do you want to make your intentions known? Or
I will try to make my intentions hidden for the most part because I will tell them later.
okay, roll deception check then.
17.
Okay.
Oh, good grief.
You have
Yeah.
no idea what's up with Panic. He's very friendly usually. This
Okay.
is this is probably normal. You don't really know how close of a relationship that they have with Brooke, and you're just like, yeah, this is normal.
Okay.
Greckles on Brooke. Oh my God, Brooke! That's the same roll.
To be fair,
Is it a-
he's stressed. He's not hiding shit.
Yeah, he's in a
No.
rough day.
Well, you get the sense that he's stressed, emotionally probably pretty exhausted. He also looks tired. And in this current situation, the thoughts running through his head is you get the sense of someone who's trying to figure out the right way to reject someone who's making romantic advances, but he's trying to understand whether or not they're
What?
romantic advances. He's really confused because Panic's being really close and buddy, and he's really not sure how to read into that. He kind of is like, yes, you're welcome. Right, I actually need to take statements from all of you about what happened. So,
Yeah, that's why we're here, isn't it? Yeah.
yes, as well as Sully has Taurus, was it? Your little dragon friend. She will not let that thing go. It's quite cute. She was up all night just kind of chasing it around and vice versa. It was
Oh, Task, you might want to go get Taurus before you end up with more bows and a fatter dragon.
Maybe.
Borky whispers to Panic. Borky whispers to Task, sorry.
I think that's what the rabbit's for. You gotta feed it to Taurus.
Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that we're here for you, and if it wasn't for the racial inclusion program, we wouldn't be here without you.
You see him become more stressed. He looks kind of down on the floor.
And
like,
if you need anything, let us know.
yes, of course. I mean, right now I need your statements, and then I think Sully needs you in many ways. Come into my office. Would you like some tea? I can brew up some tea real fast, and it is
That's-
kind of midday.
Well, that sounds fantastic, actually.
No, sir, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, yes, Remy, we'll have to get to you. Balfour Belton has forwarded some of his information to me as he has got some things to attend to,
Oh,
namely his wife.
I.
Oof.
Oof.
That's a big oof.
Oof.
Brooke kind of walks over. There's chairs set up for all of you, and he goes over to a kettle and he kind of just pours out some different teas out, and he's like, something strong, something weak.
Strong would be good.
Strong.
Excellent. He pours out a bunch of different ones. My father sent me some kind of flips like a little parchment parcel. Tea from the Glueback Swamp, I think it's called. It's okay. I like it. My father likes to send me these every once in a while. Good for keeping the nerves down. He kind of pours all the different teas. All right. So for your statements, he kind of sits down. Task, you have the rabbit, correct?
Yes, I have Kerbanog. That's his name now.
You really shouldn't have named him. The rabbit.
Oh no!
The rabbit turns and looks to you. I want you to roll one more nature check on the rabbit.
Damn it.
But you're good in nature.
10.
I'm not. 10.
God damn it. How does it have such high deception? As you kind of look down, you hear a voice in your mind. Hello, Task.
Oh!
What is happening?
Bork turns to you screaming in the chair and is just like, what's wrong?
I'm doing the banana cat face right now, looking at him.
I'm so confused above game.
All of you guys turn and look at Task as he looks like he's having an existential crisis. Shh, quiet down, Task. It's me, the Silver King. I'm a rabbit right now.
Oh, no! Oh, I thought he was...
Panic turns around in his seat and looks towards the hard camera.
Task, it's very
okay.
cute, but he asked you a question.
How do you know that?
No, you can't. None of you guys know what's happening. Only
Yeah,
Task
we're-
can hear the
Above
voice.
game, I'm freaking out. In game, Remy's just sitting down.
Yeah, no, Taz is just sitting down. He's just like, oh, I apologize. Cabanog was just added to our little ensemble. I'm just holding on to him for
Oh.
someone.
I see you picked up a rabbit from the mountain. White cap hair, very nice. I'm gonna make your tea a double. I think you could use it. He kind of starts
I
to
could.
pour.
I very much would like to.
He hands you the cup of tea, and the Silver King goes,
Tash
"All
just,
right,
takes it. Oh, okay, let's do this.
okay. Now, Task, that was your name, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, excellent. Now I am speaking to you through your mind, which is very interesting. I haven't done this in a while. So I was here earlier with Willow, and we had to kind of come together with a collective sort of story. So I'm going to be here to kind of ease you along, so to speak. But hush, hush, we don't want them to find out.
Uh-huh.
Brooke kind of turns. What was that?
Clear my throat, sir.
Oh, I see.
I may have caught some cold. I may have caught a cold walking up the mountains.
Roll a deception check with advantage.
I want to insight him because I'm confused as hell what he's doing.
17.
17. Okay.
Likewise, this is
Oh,
weird.
and that one, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
That's a 24.
Task is acting weird.
Borky's gonna
Well, no kidding.
Borky just kind of leans over and does an insight as well.
What the heck is going on with Task? Ah, who cares?
That's an 8.
Yep.
Panic, and Greckles. You see some sort of strange connection between the rabbit and Task. I want both of you guys to roll knowledge nature checks because you haven't rolled knowledge nature checks on the fucking rabbit.
Oh boy, here I go.
Here we go. That's a
Oh my god, you guys!
21 and 17. Are you guys kidding me?
You guys, as you guys look at the rabbit looks at you, and you see the uncanny eyes of a dragon staring back.
17. Oh. Greckles straightens up in his chair really, really tight.
And then it was then that Panic and Greckles both banana cat.
Brooke kind of sits down and pulls out what looks like a very formal piece of paper and a very nice-looking quill and ink set. And he goes, "All right. So from what I've gotten from witness statement as well as the Silver King, you were at the festival. I mean, I was there too, and your tower was destroyed by one Silver King. By chance, do you happen to know if the Silver King had any relations at all to your business, or perhaps one of you individually?"
Well, other than meeting him at the ball and having a few conversations with him, not really.
Yeah.
No direct.
When
no direct.
when we bumped into him first time, we told him to swing by the tavern. So yeah.
You saw the first time the first time I've encountered him. You saw what he was capable of and transformed Taurus into.
Yes, I did. And he kind of jots something down, and you hear the rabbit's voice go, "Excellent work. You guys are fantastic."
Remy's gonna stay very quiet.
Okay. Now, the next part is going to be a bit tricky, so follow my lead, Task. Be sure that you speak confidently.
Fuck.
Brooke kind of looks at him and goes, "The individual who I believe was taken was Willow, correct? Your wizard. Does she have any history with the Silver King whatsoever?"
Rabbit, give me some advice here.
All right, now this is what you tell them. You didn't know, but her and I used to be very close, as in friends. I mean, she was a wizard. She climbed up my mountain once and was very particularly interested in a few of my things.
All right. Not to our knowledge, what we have been given as a response was that Willow and the Silver King had met once on top of a mountainside.
Okay, that's
Remy just kind of shuts
aligns.
back up.
That statement aligns. He kind of mumbles to himself and keeps writing. He goes, I do know that Captain Dorosky Grayscale, Doros, as well as Remy Cabot, and the rest of you left the city in pursuit immediately. Was this at the command of anybody?
No.
Nope.
Nobody. Our friend was missing. We had to do something.
Oh, I see.
we believe there might be ramifications if we didn't take off and investigate immediately. We didn't have time.
I mean, and Doros and her were going out, so like makes sense why he would run off.
Yeah, that's still weird to me, but I can understand. I would do the same for someone.
Then why is it
Kinda keeps
weird?
writing. When you've known the man as long as I have, and for the age that we were, it's a little strange, but change is good.
He's got a sexy voice. Yes, he does.
He does.
Yeah, he
It's true.
does.
He really does. He's just he's so shy.
Very.
Public speaking, he'd be so strong if it weren't for the incident. But he keeps writing down notes. He goes, so your pursuit on the mountain. I can't judge you based on your thoughts, but what were you going to do upon meeting the Silver King?
It was simply a diplomatic situation. We were trying to simply speak with him and
Roll a
figure out what had happened.
Roll a deception check, Remy.
That's the truth. No, I didn't lie.
Roll a deception check.
13.
Okay. Brooke knows that you're telling the truth. He nods. He goes, okay, I see. It makes sense. I mean, you are a man of Valithia, and Valithia is quite good at the political side of things. He kind of jots down more notes. When you did reach the top, what happened exactly? And you hear the rabbit in your mind task go, oh, this is me again. Ring, ring. So for this, I basically explained that in my excitement, I lost my polymorph. I was so embarrassed. I flew off to the mountainside and accidentally dropped her at the top of the mountain and then had to spend all my time trying to find her.
What we were told was that the dragon in his old age was very, shall we say, unstable in his polymorphing, and he accidentally had dropped Willow on the mountainside and went to investigate to seek her out.
I see that would explain the cold injuries on her hands.
Oh yeah, when we got there, he was just like, "Oh, where are you? I'm so sorry. I really messed up." It was really funny.
Haha, I did not say that. The orc I will have to speak to maybe in the future. Okay, and then it sounds like you received a flight home, correct?
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
I see. All right. Well, more or less it seems like you just wanted to help your friends. Oh, which is understandable. Okay, well, he kind of folds the paper and then he seals it and it kind of disappears. He goes, well, I've sent off my statements to Tricadia Capital. Currently, as it sits, we are going to discuss with the Silver King about a few payments towards your tavern. It seems, I think that was actually filed this morning through Hamrenar, as well as a few other things. This has caused a bit of a stir in the city, given the dragon attack on some of the people who live in Outer Tent Town, but I think we can make amends. That being said, his children are under review and will be released as we deem fit. A few have been released already. They seem to be quite nice. And then you hear the rabbit's voice in your mind task go, that's Sotira. She's so well behaved. She's my favorite. And a few of them were not so nice. That would be Ardo. He's an asshole.
Why? What
To
did
be
you
fair,
do?
Dragons come in all shapes, sizes, and personalities, sir, as
Sounds like
one who is
that
part
one
of
takes-
one.
Sounds like that one takes after his father.
You hear the rabbit's voice in your mind test go, oh, I see. And slowly the rabbit pans over and looks at Remy.
Task kind of just like pats the rabbit on the head and turns his head back to where he wasn't looking at Remy. Not
The
now.
the silver king goes, ooh, that's good. All right, well, if you would like, I have to file some paperwork. If you would be willing to wait in the main area, I could take you to go see Sully. Her room is in the Avon Temple, but personal concern, I would like to be present for her safety.
Very
Totally
well.
understandable, and that would be lovely.
Excellent.
Just to confirm, Commander, you did speak with the Silver King, yes?
Yes, we did. We were the first to speak with him. He woke me up, which is why I'm so tired. And we discussed a few things, but I wanted statements from everyone to ensure that I've got the entire story straight.
And he is still going to be providing aerial support, yes?
His children will remain here, yes. But it sounds like he will return home eventually. He said something about getting flowers and some other thing and doing a bit of tourism, but he has to disclose that now. We're growing a bit too concerned. But he says that his exploration is done.
Oh, what a
shrugs.
shame. It was such a pleasure having him here. I'm sure he'll be very happy to return home and rule over Eldmer. He's such a character.
There are rumors he's trying to collect some politicians, some Eltmer politicians that have actually fled here, a few different families. So, who's to say? It might change a bit, hopefully smoothly for his sake. But yeah,
Well, talons crossed and all.
indeed, talons crossed.
Fingers for you, sir.
Yes. Actually, Remy, if you mind staying, I do have to go over some things with you. As for the rest of you, I will meet you outside once I'm done.
Very well.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Borky gets up.
You can take the tea with you. I don't mind, as long as you just leave the cup somewhere.
Tass looks over to Paddock, just like grab my tea for me.
Yeah, sure. Like mage hand his tea.
Okay. The tea hovers next to you, Panic, as you all exit.
Still banana catting the entire way out the door.
Remy, you are left as the door closed behind you, a hollow, echoing noise. So Balfour Belton did as Balfour Belton does, and he dumped this on me.
Dumped what on you, sir?
You are also being reprimanded for your actions similar to Doros at the moment. Your mercenary contract is now under review due to potential endangerment of a political guest, more or less. In that sense, we are going to have to review you and, well, redo your contract.
Wait, you...
For now, you are not allowed back on the front. And your
Suspending me,
griffin... Sorry.
You're suspending me.
A suspension, yes. Until the unforeseeable future. Your griffin, Volo, will be returned to the front to the owner, which was one Avery. Can't make out that last name, but she technically owns the griffin. She has a licensing here for it, and so it will be returned to her. I'm very sorry, Remy, but these are some of the ramifications that we must conclude. I would see it fit for you to remain, but as it is, and from orders from the Vetrion clergy of Tricadia, as well as the Avon clergy of Tricadia, they want a full review.
He will see Remy kind of gritting his beak, and his hand will be squeezing the hilt of his sword so hard.
I'm sorry, but there is a lot of good you can get done here. While you're no longer a contract worker, you can still do mercenary work. However, through the Vetrion army that is currently under review. If you wish to visit your griffin before it goes, it is in the Middle Crafting District. There's a stable there.
Explain this to me. Why doesn't Balfour have the guts to suspend me himself?
I don't want to give you the answer to that because it's not the answer that you want. Balfour Belton doesn't handle... He doesn't want to be the bad guy.
No,
And
he'll give the order.
he will. I'm
Sir,
sorry,
I
Remy.
have done everything that I could. What am I supposed to tell Avery? That I'm not coming back?
You could come back. That's the thing. It is simply a suspension. You might hear something in the late spring. We will keep you posted. Do you
Can I
have
give
a
you a-
home to stay at? Do you have a home I can contact you at?
Yes, my family is here.
Kobos?
Yes.
He kind of starts to jot down a note. Okay. I will send any more liaison to them at this time.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to hand in your badge and your gun.
So can I give you one very impactful piece of advice? Don't trust that dragon, please.
Right now, we don't have much of a choice.
I understand. I'm just saying be very, very careful. And if there's nothing else, sir, I should probably go.
Yes, I'll see you in a short amount of time. He gets up and he opens the door for you, politely. And
By the way, how long are you going to keep your arrangement a secret?
I don't suspect for long. I think after my meeting this morning, or a little while ago, I expect that to be slashed from the list. But it's fun to play human, as my superior would put it. I'll see you in a bit.
Yes, sir. And Remy's going to stand out in the hallway. He's not going to follow the group.
Okay. The door, boom, closes behind you.
He's immediately going to throw his back against it and fall down.
How could this happen to me?
Basically.
I made my mistakes.
Well, now we have the loose cannon arc.
Oh God.
You're a great officer, Remy. Carbo.
As everybody minus Remy stands outside in the main chamber of the Avon Temple with the various relics and spots of prayer, you do see a few people kind of on their knees, swords pointing down, kind of doing prayers. You're still holding the rabbit task, and you guys are all kind of standing in the middle,
Ah,
just kind
great.
of mulling about.
So what was the deal with the rabbit?
Panic, can you mage hand the tea to my lips, please?
I extend the mage hand's pinky a little bit and I tilt it forward.
All
Take
right.
a sip. We'll talk about it later.
I mean, you could tell them now. I mean, there's no one listening,
Uh,
really.
Okay. If you say so, magical talking rap, it's the king.
What?
Yeah, it's the Silver King.
It's what? You guys are
The
whispering.
rabbit is the Silver King.
He's gonna be offended when he finds out you named a freaking rabbit after him.
Rabbit, blink twice if you're the Silver King.
The rabbit blinks twice.
That's crazy. What a coincidence. All right, I guess he's.
Borky refuses to believe.
I would like to say, if I could be put down, that would be wonderful.
Task gently puts him down.
Thank you. I should probably go, considering my job here is done. I want to thank you so much for your help, as well as helping Elizabeth be comfortable. I have a lot to attend to at the moment, and a date to prepare for, a potential date, so to speak. So, yes, if you do need me, I will be at the Temple of Orthoc there, discussing things with Tranquilla Saint. He's quite a good friend, I think.
I frequent that one for quite some time.
It's quite lovely. It's quite excellent. Anyway, I should be going. Excuse me. And the rabbit hops, then hops, then hops away. Just leaves the temple.
Bye, Rubs.
What the fuck is my story going to be that I don't have this rabbit anymore?
It got the way.
Just as simple as that, Tash.
No,
As simple
no,
as
wait a
that.
minute. Wait a minute. Animal messenger. That's one of my spells. Boom. We're fine.
Oof. You know, if we weren't us, I would say this is really, really weird.
Tash just like takes the cup from the mage hand and chugs it.
Remy, what are you doing? Are you ready to rejoin the party?
He can if they need him, but he's distraught, so he's going to be sitting there for a bit.
Let's say they need him.
Okay, then he's going to get up and go.
All right, you guys. see
He
Remy.
will straighten himself up so that he looks presentable, and will walk down the hallway after them.
Remy eventually rejoins you.
Remy, what happened?
He needed to speak about some confidential matters. Where is the rabbit?
Animal messenger.
Yeah, that.
Fair enough. We should probably see Sully, yes?
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
the plan.
Do we know where she is?
Well, we're waiting at the door, aren't we? We're like sitting.
Yeah, you're waiting for
This-
Bork to escort you because he doesn't want you guys walking through the temple by yourselves. And in fact, as a matter of fact, he does kind of round the corner, kind of dusting off his hand. He's kind of like cleaning an ink stain off of his armor a bit, kind of licking his thumb, just like, oh, jeez, come on. Oh, there you are.
I cast prestidigitation on his armor.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Stuff's nasty, gets and everything. Sully, yes, she's actually is probably still sleeping. Actually, she was up quite late. This way, her room's this way. He kinda-
Greckles kind of tries to take point as close as possible. He's excited.
As you try to take point, Brooke kind of picks up speed to kind of take point.
Kids, you're both gonna get your copies of Smash at the same time.
I love you. Oh man.
Eventually, you guys go down what looks like kind of just like general lodgings. As you walk, Brooke's just like, that's Stendon's, and that one's actually Doros's, and this one's Sully's right here. Sully? Sully? You just hear coming from inside.
Oh no.
Are you presentable? Okay, she's presentable. He opens up the door. You see inside a very simple room. There's kind of a bed in the corner, a desk, a light, like a washing basin, mirror, and like a little closet for clothes. And you see kind of just like sticking out from the bed is just this messy arrangement of like metallic yellow hair and like an arm kind of like laying loosely over the side of the bed. And as you guys enter and the light kind of glows, you just see the covers move and her head gets covered up. And you're just
Greckles?
I'm sorry, just real quick. Let me just get this bit out there real quick. I'm going to let you have it. But Monty, have you watched the cartoon of Clerks?
Kind of a long time ago.
Do you remember like the first episode where Dante's just like in a fucking like just pile of clothes on the floor?
Yeah.
And his hand just pops out to grab the cell phone. That's exactly what I picture.
It is a bed though, but she has lots of blankets, weirdly enough.
Is it weird that Sully's not a morning person?
She usually is. It's just she was up late, and sometimes I think this is only the second
No,
time.
that's fair. I play video games. I know the life.
Greckles is going to cast Minor Illusion to replicate the same orangish, goldish, yellowish bird and blue bird that he had summoned when the two were dancing, and just try to let it chime and spin near her face.
Roll a charisma check with disadvantage.
That's a nat one!
Oh!
That's a big oof!
As you do this, Brooke's like, that is not a good idea. And you just watch as Sully reaches out and grabs both of the illusionary birds by the neck. And they both disappear in her hands. And with both of her hands raised up, she slowly rises from her bed and just turns her head over and is like, no.
Panic leans down.
Well,
someone's
nice one.
someone's not a morning person after all.
She doesn't like being woken up, so I generally try not to. Sully, good morning. She just stares at Brooke. Like she looks like murder right now. It's just like
How many individual red lines are in each of her bloodshot eyes?
you can't really get a sense of her eyes because her eyes are kind of like just squinted shut. You just barely see the pupils.
We have reached terminal velocity, bloodshot vein level 5. We're there.
She kind of rubs her face and rises out of bed. She's wearing like a nightgown. But you see on her lap, currently curled up in a ball, is baby Taurus, who is as fat and as chunky as you remember it. Currently still snoozing. He doesn't seem to mind. She kind of rubs her eyes. She goes, "Good morning.
Yes.
Why are you all in my room?"
we apologize, milady. We're here to grab Taurus, the little dragon.
Oh, right.
Taurus, come. I say out loud.
Taurus does not move.
You don't have the whistle.
Oh no! He's been around Mama longer than Papa.
You don't have the whistle anymore, buddy.
Sully gets like slowly, like meticulously gets out of bed, each foot with a specific place on which to step. And
Hi, Sully! Borky says loudly.
Good morning, Borky. Good morning. What time is it?
Like
2, 3 o'clock.
in the
Oh my
afternoon.
God. Oh, Oren, forgive me. Oh. Come on, Taurus. She goes and she kind of scoops up Taurus, who's like literally like he digs his like a cat kind of digs his claws into the bedding, and she drags him and her blanket off of the bed, and she kind of walks over with him in tow, and he's just like drooling out of one side of his mouth, and one eye slowly opens up and then closes. She goes, "Oh, it's nice to see you. Would you like to stay for a bit?"
Is that all right? As Greckles has shifty eyes.
Sully, why? Brooke kind of forces a grin, and she goes, "I don't know. It's been a while, and we didn't really get a chance to talk at the festival."
Do you have room? Bork just looks at the messy room.
I could grab some chairs. Actually, better yet, and Brooke kind of sticks his head and goes, "Hey, you! Go get chairs." And you just hear the sound of armor kind of clattering around in the echoing hallway. Perfect, chairs are on the way.
Throwing that weight around.
I can't believe Taurus has gone from Charmander to the Taurus equivalent of Charmeleon. This is
Son
fucking
of a
rough.
bitch.
Oh God.
Big oof.
Task, here you go. She kind of hands him off to you. He's big and he's fat. Like, he weighs a lot.
It's the baby weight though. It's not like he added weight. It did 24 hours. I'd
No.
assume he wouldn't.
No, he's about the same. And he's just he's got all the baby fat. Yeah, he's very chunky. She hands him
All
off
right,
to him.
well,
He's
I will-
really cute. I want to keep him. He's so cute.
You know, you're welcome to visit the Sweet Dragon if you wish to see him again.
Sure. And Sully kind of looks up at Brooke, and Brooke goes, "Yes, she can. Absolutely, she can. She can visit the little dragon and no one else."
I'm gonna insight him.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a 21.
Ooh, that's a really good.
You can visit the
21.
dragon and no one else. You have to open the front door to go see the dragon, asshole.
He's so he's
Brooke
so
is-
easy to read. It's great.
Brooke is being he's being bitter and dumb, and he's just like, he's like a pouty child. Like, I'm cool too.
Greckles
I can
rolls
have
his
a
eyes.
pet Dragon, Sully. Eventually, chairs arrive. You guys are all served tea, and Sully eventually wakes up, which is a lot more of a relief. And the fear kind of dissipates, and she kind of sits down. I remember, out of character, I'm just gonna message someone super fast.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, who's it gonna be? And here it
Glorious
comes.
typing.
Tapping.
Someone's gonna get a ping, and it's gonna be like, oh joy!
Oh.
Don't say who it is when you get it. It ruins the surprise.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
chat.
It is. It's
Chat.
just type it into the chat. Chat, don't tell them, but
It's a
You're gonna let us know.
What?
Oh, yes. Task is going to look over to Brooke and look over to Sully. I thank you for taking care of Taurus, but there actually was something else I'd like to explain to the both of you now that I have you in the same room.
Oh, okay. Sully kind of pours all of you a fresh cup of tea. You guys are getting well hydrated and well tasted of different teas.
Task will shut. Is the door shut?
Yeah, door shut. Windows open though for fresh air.
All right, cool. Well then, I check for pigeons.
Okay. Roll a investigation check,
What the hell happened?
or better yet, a perception check.
Perception check, very well.
Yeah. Okay, 17.
Perception 17.
All the pigeons are currently completely occupying the statues and are currently being shooed away by a person who you assume is supposed to clean them. They are currently nowhere near the building. They don't appear to have any interest in the building at the moment.
Task explains the dream to everyone that he's had that also included it was Sully's mother, correct? Or am I crazy?
No, that
Oh,
was
it was-
the hero of Oren Rayfire. That was
Yeah.
what you had. You had two
Yeah, it
visions.
was the vision of Rayfire. And I also say that this was the latest one I've had. I've been having these dreams of a red dragon in a mirror quite some time.
A red dragon in a mirror?
I've explained
Brooke kind of shrugs.
I explained this to the people over at the Dragon's Temple, and they had almost the same mirror at the place as well. I tried peering into it and trying to recreate the same dream I've had, to no avail. But still, with all the nonsense that's happened to us in the past, I'm not going to leave a dream to blind ignorance.
You said you saw a red dragon, and you saw the armor I was wearing.
Yes.
And the person said their name was Rayfire.
Yes. At first, I thought they were speaking to me, but then they were speaking to Rayfire the whole time.
That's quite strange. I haven't had any dreams like that myself, and with my connection to Orin, I mean this with no offense, but shouldn't I be the one to see stuff like that?
I don't know. That's a good question. I figured you should be the one to see that.
Rayfire and well, the Red Dragon. The Red Dragon's known as Sasoran. Sasoran is so complicated. I told the story so many times to the. You see Sully actually kind of get dejected and kind of sad, and she's almost kind of like choking back tears. And she goes,
Task is like, I don't want. Do I see her like tears?
Yeah.
I'm just like, I assure you, I don't mean to say this as a form of stroking an ego. I mean to say this as I'm just confused as you are.
No, it's just that story is the one I told the.
Oh.
And she kind of fidgets her fingers.
Yeah, Tash just goes, oh.
Borky,
you don't need to explain.
Borky whispers into Panic's ear, I thought she wasn't a morning person.
You.
Wow.
She's mourning right now.
If I could punch, just.
Hold on. I have an appropriate noise for this.
Sully kind of collects her thoughts and goes, the story is kind of complicated. Back, you'd have to get more details, but Sasoran was a red dragon. He was an ancient red dragon, and he was awful. He was just the worst. He was selfish and greedy, anything you would suspect from like your more, well, I don't want to stereotype, but your more traditional red dragon.
No, that's actually kind of a proud point for my race.
She kind of like smiles, but kind of is like, oof. But Sasoran was different. Sasoran was basically a long time ago. There's an old legend that says that Noct, which was the god of darkness, had basically consumed most of the land, most of the human lands as well. And without much to defend themselves, the humans needed allies. Rayfire was what essentially would be a warrior. We didn't really have paladins back then. And she wanted to protect her village, one of the last standing places, and she sought out Sasoran for help. And things get kind of hazy, but through time they developed some sort of friendship, and in a way, by coming together, they managed to fend off Noct and in that way turn him back. From there, Sasoran was actually elevated to celestialhood. Unlike the dragons where he came from, Orin caught Orin's eye. In that sense, Sasoran kind of became the representation of paladins and clerics' ability to use fire magic, our light-based magic. So in that sense, I mean, seeing a vision with him and Rayfire, I mean, unless you're getting visions from the past, it looks like, if anything. Perhaps, did you touch any sort of magical device that contains history, or maybe you read a book and forgot, or something along those lines?
There is something that feels like a catalyst. It actually is the first time we met you. It's the first time we met you. He looks over to Remy. When you found us, me and Willow, when I tried to speak with her...
You mean Winter?
Winter. Oh my god, Jesus. Sorry. Sleepy time.
I knew who you meant.
Yeah, Winter. When I was trying to commune with Winter, I've constantly been feeling this burning fire in my chest. Not like it's something that's actually consuming me or feeling painful, but I just have this roaring flame in my throat, almost as if maybe the same sensation as one of my race who could breathe fire. And Willow placed my hand on her chest, and she had the same sensation, but it was cold. Winter, fuck! Christ. Sorry, sleepy time, Chris.
Yeah.
Sleepy time, Chris.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Brooke kind of just shrugs.
It's a,
I
well,
mean, there is an Orin temple in the lower clergy district. I don't know how much they could help you. They teach the more open ways. They're not like the United Clergy at all. You could talk to them. They would probably know more. The story is so old, and I've honestly almost tried to forget it. But talking perhaps to the dragons, well, the dragon priests as well, would probably be a good idea. They probably would know more about Soren himself. While Rayfire, I know, went on to be a fantastic warrior, paladins always strive to be in her image in a way.
Didn't you have a dragonborn friend looked after your egg?
yes, that would be Naragan.
Oh, cousin Naragan, he's great.
Maybe he knows something. I'm not assuming that all dragonborn know stories about their brethren, but it's
At
worth
this
a
point,
shot.
at this point, I'm willing to take any sort of suggestion because I went to the temple and I spoke to the leader about this, and we conversed and we spoke words, but for the most part, it's kind of just take the visions as they are sort of scenario, not really so much answers.
Sorry,
Wow.
Task. I wish I was of more help.
Well, I kind of don't like the idea of just sitting and waiting for the voice in my head from a dragon, a red dragon of all things, to tell me more pieces of this story, but it looks like it's my only option at this point.
Patience is a virtue.
Yes, yes, it is.
Well, I suppose if there's anything else to be said, Sully, do you have anything to tell them? Sully kind of looks to you guys and goes, no. Everybody roll an insight on Sully.
Hey,
Thonking.
That's a 17.
9. Monty, this isn't the thing about that I know, is it?
You don't know.
15.
Gosh darn it!
Borky?
No, Borky's completely lost.
Okay. Greckles and Panic. Between the two of you, Remy, you think it might be the thing that you know about. You're not sure if it's the
Okay.
other thing. Both of you get the
Got
sense that it's something. Sully has something to say, but she doesn't want to say it with Brooke being there.
Ooh.
I suppose I should be off. I'll grab the door here, and Brooke opens up the door and kind of steps outside to kind of gesture you guys in. And Sully kind of walks forward and turns. How's she gonna do this? What spells does she have? She really wants to talk to you guys.
Man, if only we had a rabbit that could sync our minds together.
I really wish I had made that insight because I could just feel like, hey, I can talk to you.
I kind of have a backup just in case she can't do anything.
Remy, be
If you'll-
more perceptive.
If you'll roll with me.
She's got nothing. She can't do anything. Oh wait, she's got one thing. Oh shit, she's got this one thing that she could try.
Can I try something?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, Brooke.
Yes.
I was wondering if I could talk to you alone for a minute.
Sure.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Thank God.
Certainly. Just out here should be fine.
Yeah. I'll tell him again.
Okay.
I just
You
Wait
guys
him
watch
out.
Brooke and Panic leave the room. Immediately, Sully kind of turns and goes, "Someone's here."
Ooh, us?
No. Quarrion. You watch as stepping out from the shadows comes the drow who you remember who works for the underbelly.
Oh,
As Quarrion, the drow rogue. Remy, you've never seen this person before. You see a drow male, younger, dressed in like thief leather armor. He's got certain knives. He's kind of flipping a dagger in his fingers. And he kind of
Question,
just steps out of the shadow.
Do drow have the general reputation that they do typically, or are drow different in this world?
Drow are either like okay or they're pretty evil.
Cool. So instinctually, he's just going to take a step forward and put a hand on his sword.
Greckles will
Grabs
put a
him
hand over.
by the armor, grab him, and throw him back in his seat.
Quarrion, it's a pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to see you too. Haven't been
You
caught
know
yet.
him.
Let's just say it was an extraneous circumstance, but yes, we do know him.
When did he get here?
I snuck in.
What?
Greckles does a very small finger crossbow.
I'm one of the best thieves in the underbelly, but now that's retired. I don't think it was chance that I met you guys that day out in the snow. I had a dream before meeting you. There was a man there with large bird-like wings, and he gave me this. And he reaches back into his pouch. Just kind of makes your heart jolt a little bit, Remy. But eventually he pulls out this glowing feather. It emits just 30 feet of light. It's absolutely shimmering. Roll a knowledge religion, everybody.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Oh boy.
With advantage. With advantage for the main party. No offense, Remy, but
No, it's fine.
20!
That's a
Nice.
21.
21!
Wow.
I don't need your advantage!
Natural 20.
hey! So all of you immediately know, including you, Remy, for some reason, that is a that is a feather of solar.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Let's pretend for those watching the stream that don't know who Solar is. What would that mean?
That is the feather of like a high god tier level celestial. He is currently holding a piece of a celestial in his hand.
Of a god. He's holding a piece of a god.
I believe
In a
that's Sully's dad, isn't it?
That is Sully's father, yeah.
Okay. Don't know that, but okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stand back up with the hand on the sword.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, cool. I remember that.
Oh my god.
That's surprising.
I could say so, yes. I don't know what this means, but Quarrion says he's from the sewers, the underbelly, and out of those visions, that was one that I had. I think Solar's trying to send me people to help me.
So he's having a drow sneak into your room with one of his feathers?
Easy there, Remy.
The drow looks at you, Quarrion looks at you, goes, "I'm just jealous."
What do
You're
you
lucky
think?
they know you or you would be dead.
What do you think your father's trying to send an ensemble of characters to come help you out with?
I don't know. And I have to tell Brooke at some point, but I don't really know how to approach him right now with this. But it's on me. I gotta figure it out.
Real fast, Nadine, when you get a chance, your mic is actually crackling a bit.
Is it crackling?
It's
Yeah.
crackling a little.
It's crackling a little
Sorry. Oh, weird. Hold on.
bit. Chord sounds like
Yeah.
it might be loose. Sorry, I don't mean to take away from what you're doing right now. It's just,
No, it's so good. I might have actually bumped it. How do I sound now?
just talk for a little bit.
Talking, blah, blah, blah. Talking.
Still popping.
Okay. Let me disconnect and reconnect them. I don't want to do that. I don't know if that's going to mess up my settings and my
It'll mess up.
recording.
It'll stop your recording.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Shoot.
When you
I
were
think-
moving,
I
when
think
it,
it'll be
when you
okay.
were moving, whatever you were
I
moving.
barely hear it.
Yeah, I think barely
I
hear
think,
it too.
I think we could. I think we could just deal with it.
Okay, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry about that.
You're all right.
It's fine.
Yeah, I actually didn't know there was a problem until someone pointed out. Even then, I still don't hear a problem.
The
No.
only thing I could recommend, turn your gain down a little bit because it might just be a little hot.
Okay,
That's the only
I
thing
can
think
turn
of.
that down. How do I turn that down?
It's the
There we go.
knob on the
I
front.
turned it
There you
down. How does that sound?
go. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Quarrion kind of flips the knife in his hand, and Sully kind of turns, and is it still crackling?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
but it's
it
okay.
is. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Shoot.
You could try to pop in and out of the call. Maybe that's it.
Okay, I'll try.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, how do I sound?
Keep talking.
Keep talking.
Keep talking. I'm talking.
Yeah,
Blah blah
it's
blah
still
blah.
just a
blah.
No,
little
it's
bit.
still
It's-
it's a little
still
bit there.
It sounds like you're something up with your cord. That's okay. We'll just.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We can deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not that noticeable.
At least it's better than the first time we ran an episode.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh,
It's okay. Everyone.
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what I did, if I bumped it or hit it or
It's
whatever.
okay. Again, I hold my hands up and I say it again. We can deal.
Zito always sounds like he's recording in a tin can, a very giant tin can.
Shots fired.
I'm
Shots
just,
Anyway.
I'm just teasing him.
All right. Sully kind of turns to all of you, and she kind of like paces down her room, and she goes, "I had 4 visions: one of the sewers, one of sand, another one of a really dark place, and the last one was a glass, like a something from a tavern, I think. And Quarrion, I think, is the one from the sewers. If in your ventures you run into anyone who you think might be related, could you let me know?
Definitely.
Sure.
This is... I don't really know how to feel about this, and I'm a little scared, to be honest.
Well, at least this
Divine-
time. Sorry, go ahead.
Divine intervention to the scale is a little bit strange to me. Besides my dreams, anyway.
Well, at least this time you're not alone.
No, she's not. Quarrion kind of flips the blades. Besides, I owe her anyway.
Quarrion, are your employers going to be okay with this arrangement?
No, there's nothing Tiengo or Everyman can do to me. I've done good work. I talked to them. I told them I have a long-term mission. They're understanding.
Fair enough.
It's the higher ups here I'm a little concerned about, but we'll figure it out. I have a way of being persuasive. He kind of leans up against the wall. But for now, this might seem a little bit weird. You should probably get out of here.
Probably. Guys?
Sure.
Remy, it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay, Remy. And Borky just smacks him on the armor lightly.
Bye.
We knew each other as kids. The circumstances weren't very good. Well, I do know him, sort of.
Sorry, I'm not used to seeing people pop out of the shadows in the rooms of council members. It's very jarring.
This will be even more jarring. And he just like backs up into the shadows and just disappears.
How'd he do that? Oh, it's crazy. Amazing magic. Borky claps.
Meanwhile, outside,
Yeah!
Panic. Hello.
Yeah. So I hope you don't mind. It wasn't really eavesdropping, but I heard a lot of really loud shouting coming from your room.
Oh, yes, that was a meeting with the captain of Tricadia Capital, my employer, technically.
Tricadia Capital.
The city, yes. That's
Well,
my father. My father had that position once before.
Would I know who that is?
Yes, you would know. Her name is Elenin.
I'm gonna write that down because it's important.
Elenin?
Yeah,
Like Ella and melatonin?
Elenin. No.
Wow.
What?
That's where you went with that? Really?
I don't know. It's the first thing that came in my head. Shut up.
So I'm gonna give you a hint, Connor. Everything that comes into your head, just go to the next one.
Gotcha. I'll try, boss.
Yeah. Okay.
She was less than impressed by my handling of the Silver King's visit, as well as any subsequent relations between Tricadia and Eltmer and it's just politics. I have to deal with politics.
Yeah, politics are really stupid, honestly.
It doesn't help that she's not particularly a fan of me, given
Well,
my heritage. so to
Yeah,
speak.
she doesn't seem to be a fan of anyone that isn't what race is she?
You know that she is actually half elf.
She doesn't seem to be a fan of anybody that isn't one of the higher races. Panic almost spits on the ground.
I saw the verbal equivalent of like just the middle of the fingers.
Well, her experience with orcs has been less than stellar, and so she's not quite a fan of me. Granted, many people in Tricadia aren't fan of orcs, as you would know. You are from Tricadia yourself, I'm sure.
Well, I know for sure that they're not a fan of tieflings.
I'll be fine. It's nothing I'm not used to. It's just, it does meddle in a few affairs of my council inquiries, as well as some personal inquiries, but it's nothing I'm not used to.
I was just you're a good man and you've done good things for us, which is why I heard more than a little bit of the conversation, Brooke?
He gets really nervous looking. How much did you hear about my inquiry, or
If the racial inclusion program gets dissolved, what happens to us?
Oh, that. Huh. His like relief is like for a couple seconds, then he kind of relaxes a bit. He goes, well, I mean, it won't be instant, but property ownership would be questionable. Employment would be questionable. I don't think there's a lot they could do now, but if somewhere else were to come into where I am, they could definitely revert a few things, and entry into Alivast could be harder for drow orcs. But don't worry, we're going to be fine. There's so many people on the council now who are of improvement of the racial inclusion program, many of which are sole users of the program themselves. The Knolls, I'm sure you met the Ridgeback clan, and many others.
Oh yeah, during the festival, yeah.
Yes. I mean, they are in such a solid state of placement in Alivast. I think we'll be fine. He puts a hand on his shoulder. We're going to be fine.
God, I just after everything I've tried to do here, it's reassuring that I won't be kicked out in the street again.
Trust me, I would not let them. Fired or not fired, I would not.
Neither would I. Neither would I, Brooke. They're damn sure not going to take what they didn't help me to get.
Out of curiosity, how much else did you hear?
Just that. Lots of screaming.
Okay. Good.
Insight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Or intelligence, because I don't think I heard the thing. I don't know. Maybe not.
Go insight.
24.
Oh, 24.
Have fun, Brooke.
Oh boy.
Better crit, boy.
Oh shit, no, he's not critting, that's for sure.
He's having a bad day.
That is a 17. That does not beat it out. He is hiding something. You don't think it's something bad, but you think it's something he doesn't want known, like, to you.
To me.
And
to us.
The Unexpectables in a general sense, yeah.
Oh. Ooh. I mean, I did hear that part about the eclipse.
Yeah, you did. Yes, it's all good, and do keep that private. I don't want anyone concerned or worried. Like, that's the last thing we need is people being discouraged. We're fine. We're absolutely fine. And speaking of fine, I should really check in on Sully and see how she's doing, because she's by herself, and I don't want her by herself.
You hear Borky.
Absolutely.
You hear Borky clapping. Oh, how do you do that?
Let me check. Brooke pokes his head into the room and goes, "Are we all right in here?"
Yeah, we're just chatting.
Just hanging out.
Yes, father.
I'm not your father.
That was not.
No,
it.
he said father. It's different. I think there's some draconic or some, I don't know.
Oh yeah, beautiful language. I hate to rush you out, but I should be getting Sully to see Hammernar. She's got a stained glass lesson, so it was nice seeing you, and I apologize for the interviews. I apologize to you as well, Remy. Take care of yourself and enjoy the Middle District. I heard you gained access to it, so do take advantage of that.
Well, you did sign the form, didn't you?
Yes, I did. That's how I know.
You sure you're okay, Brooke?
Oh, me, I'm great. I'm fine.
Yeah, we talked. Everything's fine.
We're good. We're excellent. Anyway, get out of here, scamps. Sully, we ready to go? She's like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Bye, Taurus. She kind of like grabs his baby jowls and kind of wibbles his face. And she kind of leaves, and she goes, bye. And as she walks out, you can't help but notice a shadow following behind her.
Oh, jeez. And here I was gonna go. Taurus throws up a small, like, was it like a small pillow?
I apologize in advance. We see the shadow?
Roll perception checks.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
23.
For hilarity's
Wow.
sake,
12.
can I throw one?
Sure, why not? Hold on, I'm sorry. Perception. Kaboom. 19.
All right.
For- wait,
Everybody, but
For hilarity's sake, can I roll one?
yeah, sure.
Woo!
He's just gonna notice it for the first time.
12.
All right, everybody except for Panic and Borky, you guys do notice the shadow. It's not like a demon. It literally, it's Quarrion. You know, it's him.
He's
kinda
he's
keeping
shadow
those-
walking, right?
He's watching. Yeah, he's kind of keeping an eye. You think it's maybe like a magical item of some kind.
Mm.
You need a better trick. And then
Um,
Remy's gonna start walking.
I'm sorry.
He's not gonna have no context.
Nothing.
Task holds up Taurus. He was speaking about him.
Oh,
Yes,
I see.
dragon.
Yeah. Sully just looks nervous, like visibly sweating, and just kind of like, "Oh, stained glass, we're gonna be late. Come on, Brooke." And she kind of shoves him. He's like, "Oh, yes, of course."
Task? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Borky leans into Panic's ear.
So, like, we're gonna go shopping now or what?
I mean, we do have access to the district for 12 hours. So.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Time to spend this money. By the way,
Aren't we supposed to actually leave when the business is done?
I mean, we've got access to the middle district, the little craft district at least.
yeah.
What were the ramifications? Like, was it go in, do business, and then have to leave? Let's have 12 hours.
Well, you can't go anywhere else. So at this point, it's.
That's what I figured.
We will look longingly outside of storefronts.
Oh, but that's the
And all the things that we can't afford.
Like the little poor kids in a freaking Scrooge movie.
By the way, Panic, can you count all my money? I've just been throwing it in this bag. I haven't actually counted my money.
Sure, but if I only if I get to keep 10% of it.
Borky just like just ruffles his hair.
Oh, no deal.
Borky walks away.
Does Borky know what a percent is?
No, but he doesn't like the sound of it.
Have fun with fractions, big guy.
All right, you guys head out. You begin to walk out on the beautiful polished stone. You see the one gentleman cleaning off the statues being attacked by multitudes of pigeons. He's like, "No, back, back!" screaming as he's trying to clean. You guys make your way.
No. Oh.
Wasted.
Oh God.
You guys make your way. You may speak amongst yourselves if you wish.
Actually, I would like to look for something specific.
Yeah, for sure. What are you looking for?
Would I know if the temple to Liverosia would be in the middle districts?
There is one, but you don't have access to the middle clergy district. You only have access to the lower one.
Shit. Fuck. Hey, Remy, quick question.
Yes.
Why did he
Borky.
say he was sorry to you? Did he call you the wrong name or something awkward like that?
You could say that, yes.
Oh. Did he call you Bemmy?
Yes, he called me Demi.
Okay, then I need to apologize as well. I called you Bemmy once too.
It's totally fine, Borky. I forgive you.
Speaking of which, Brooke, now. God damn it!
His name is
You've been acting
his-
weird
his-
ever since you touched that rabbit.
his name is Bemmy. Task.
Guys, this is fucking Zito after 7 hours of dealing with real estate problems. Tired.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're okay.
Oh
You're
God.
Borky, I'm
I'm
assuming.
sorry.
Borky?
No. Speaking of Brorick,
Yes.
Remy, now that your task is done here, what are you going to do next?
I need to see someone, a few people. But I guess we're up here for a while. I assume you need to do things as well.
Task looks at his funds. I don't have the means to spend too much, so I guess I should just at least go back and see how the tavern's holding up.
Yeah, especially after you gave 400 gold to that guy that forged us weapons.
It's true.
I mean, he did a really good job, though.
He did do a really good job. but-
Panic, that's my thing. I make sure anyone who does a service to us and anyone who actually assists us in any way, or just like how I used to run my soldiers back when I was a quartermaster, I make sure they're treated well and compensated well.
Yeah, that's called payment.
Yeah, you can't give it away money.
Well, maybe it's the right thing to do.
See, I've been hoarding mine like a monster.
Yeah, speaking of big guy, what are you going to spend all that on?
Oh, something really dumb, probably.
At least he admits it.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Hey,
So are you guys
Maybe a
heading-
magic,
you heading-
maybe a magic hat.
Greckles shoots daggers at him.
Why would you shoot daggers at me? Borky dodges the daggers.
I have no money, so the only thing I would want to do is just go back to the tavern and see how everyone else is doing after the attack.
I'd say stick with the party then, just kind of schmooze you around because there's me nothing to do at the tavern.
Okay.
You can walk your fat dragon.
Yeah, he's lumbering along. He is like
It's way more phallic of a statement than I originally anticipated.
Is it?
I'd still like to take Remy to dinner at some point, but other than that, I don't have anything planned.
Okay. So where are you guys wanting to head? Do you guys want to split up? Do you guys want to go?
Remy,
Honestly-
Remy wants to above game. Remy wants to head to the stables because he knows that that's on a time limit.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to split the party? Should we split the party, everyone?
We should
As much
split the
as-
party.
Up to
As
you.
much as I'm not a big fan, we can split the party here. if you guys want to.
All right.
All right.
Borky just grabs Panic by the hand. Let's go to the middle crafting district. And Borky
Oh,
goes.
God.
Oh, and Borky goes the wrong direction. I'm assuming.
I lead him the right direction.
That
with-
we're going this way.
I put mage hand blinders on him.
In the process of making the decision, I actually want to insight Remy.
Okay.
And 14, not with that roll.
And-
Because you've been around him so long, he's very clearly not telling you something.
Right, so Greckles is gonna stick with Remy actually.
Okay.
All right.
Cass?
By myself, I guess we'll just go. Me and Taurus will just go meander in the middle district to get a feel for it.
Okay. Alrighty.
Task goes for walkies.
All right. We'll start with Panic, Borky, and Task as you guys make your way through the middle district, kind of going your separate ways. As you enter the middle district, it is nothing like the crafting district. The most jarring thing to you is that there are no stores. There is not a single store in this district. Instead, there are large, almost warehouse-like buildings, large lumber mills, and places where people are making carts and trebuchets and all kinds of various different things. You hear the general sound of dwarves at work with hammer and anvil. You see rigs and all kinds of different things to piece together what looks like different types of siege weaponry as well as other defensive things. You see sort of almost like test versions of guard towers that they're kind of putting together and like, structural integrity over here is kind of like a little off, and they're kind of like talking and figuring out things. As you guys are kind of moving around, you see people pushing different animals and things like that, beasts of burden. You see more bulls and oxen and large drafting horses. You see breweries. You see different places where ore is being processed. It is a massive, booming, and probably the most active place you've been in since being in Alivast. It is just constant movement, constant noise, the smell of sulfur and smoke on the wind as you walk through.
Wow. Now this place is popping.
Oh yeah, yep. You can thank me for sending that letter to Abacus anytime now.
Oh, thank you.
Pats him on the
Welcome.
shoulder.
Welcome.
I'm guessing Task is like a little bit behind dragging Taurus because Taurus is just like spread eagling. I don't want to walk anymore, Dad.
Task
he's
looks over to you
kind of
guys.
he's kind of being stubborn. He doesn't like the snow at all. He's just
Aw.
like, I got carried. This sucks. Sully carried me. Why can't you be more like Sully?
Task will use food as an incentive, holding a piece of ration.
Roll handle animal.
Please, God. Nat 20.
20.
Wow.
He follows. You like do like a little trail of like jerky, and he's just like following like a Pac-Man, just eating every piece.
Ooh, piece
Alright.
of candy.
Yeah,
Ooh, a
piece of candy. As I catch up to the other two. The only other place I would actually want to consider checking out is that tavern we were told about. I haven't actually used my bone dice in quite some time. I wouldn't mind giving it a good throw.
Where to spend my money, though?
You guys do have your contract craftsman.
We should probably introduce ourselves to him. Or her.
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
What? Explain to me again what that is.
We've got our own personal craftsman. I believe his name was opening.
Look up to the
Igman.
sky.
Igmund Glabrook.
Egmund Glabrook. Okay, then.
Oi! Oi! You right there! A bald dwarf kind of stumbles on up.
Okay. Hello,
Did you
sir.
say Glabrook?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Yes.
sorry lot have Glabrook as your craftsman.
Yes.
Why?
Oh, he's a mad inventor, he is.
Borky gets down on his knees.
Go on.
Oh, he's made all kinds of things, exploding things, all kinds of other things. Oh, he's been banned from so many guilds. You can find his shop around the corner down the alley. Go down the first step.
Borky's
Be careful, the
already
third
running
one's
that way.
Oh man.
Or you can just run, that's fine.
Abacus really knows how to pick him, doesn't she?
Alright, best of luck to you. Alright, move that over. We got to set this up before the night falls. You hear kind of begin to set up what you don't really understand what it is. It looks like maybe a ballista of some kind, or at least the rigging of a ballista.
Great Scott.
Borky, you take off running, ba-doom, 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 through the snow, kind of ducking and weaving. Eventually, you kind of go down this really dark and spooky alleyway.
Oh, fuck! He just falls. Oh, my leg! All right, I'm up. Borky's still excited.
You guys follow him?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, you guys chase after Borky. You see him kind of face plant into the snow. You do see a very dark, scary alleyway, and there's one singular door in this alleyway. It appears to be like kind of in a basement sort of outcropping with a set of stairs going down into it.
How big is the door?
It's average size.
Okay. And it's just some strange squiggly lines written above it or below it.
You see two sets of squiggly lines, but you have no idea what they are or what they mean, because you're Borky and you can't
Exactly.
read.
Borky opens up the door.
All right. Immediately, you're hit with a smell of sulfur and gunpowder as you enter in the door. Your eyes kind of water at the stench. You see barrels upon barrels of things. You see different tools, metal, twisted metal smashed together. You see various forges, actually, of varying degrees, a whetstone, a grinder, all kinds of different things. And you hear a noise. Panic and Task, do you follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Panic, as you go down the flight of stairs, you break the third step.
Just imagine Panic is like inside the steps right now.
Task uses Panic's head as the third step and keeps going down.
Good. I imagined
Oh no,
it.
that's fine. Hey, don't forget to wipe your feet, asshole.
And then right as you say asshole, Taurus flops on your head.
Yeah, Taurus kind of like stumbles. He does that thing where he can't he doesn't get front leg footing, and he kind of just like starts like pushing up on your face and your hair, and then eventually kind of tumbles forward.
If he's having too much trouble, I'll pick him up.
He's really having trouble. He's not. He's got jelly.
All right. You did good for a walk. I'll pick you up. You'll get.
He's cold and he's shivering. Panic. You manage to get yourself out and kind of dust yourself off, and you also walk into this strange room. It's quite large. It's definitely like a reasonably sized like workshop. It's not massive by any degree. You don't see any trebuchets or anything crazy like that. But you do hear this strange sort of mumbling noise, this almost kind of haunting sound to the room.
Investigation, perception. What do we roll for
Perception for this.
this? That's a 22 for Borky.
Nice.
I got an 18.
An 11.
Okay. Task, you're kind of busy trying to figure out how to pick up the dragon. He's almost like picking up like a giant water balloon. He's just so fat.
I'll let him. Okay, I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm gonna let him drape across my shoulder, like you know how people have their cats sit on their shoulder.
Yeah. You do that. He's heavy. He's very heavy. Panic and Borky, you kind of hear this mumbling. Goes, no, you put that over here, and then over there. But if I put it over here, then I don't put it over there.
Is
then
there
I'll
a
put it here. I can make a new thing. I can make this other thing.
with that
I'm gonna need that.
perception check? Is there like a little bell I can ding for service?
There's no bell for service. And as you're standing there, and this little voice is kind of going off, no, I think I need that. You hear the sound of a whip, almost like as you watch a hammer next to you that was like sitting next to you just disappear and then fly up into the ceiling and then just disappear in the shadows.
He's Johnny Test.
Oh God!
You hear the sound of a hammer on a nail, and then like, yes, that works. I need to drink something.
Hello! Borky yells out.
Hello?
Hi!
Hello?
Hello! Hello!
You hear the sounds of creaking wood boards as you see coming down this character.
Oh boy!
Please.
We got a little pictograph right here.
Oh my God!
Nice!
He's perfect.
Describe this.
Chameleon lizard folk.
Describe.
That's really cool.
Describe
Oh
this absolute lad to us, please.
You see a three-horned chameleon lizard folk who currently at this time is kind of like a deep blue. He's wearing simple blacksmith attire, a multitude of tools around his waist. He kind of lifts up these massive goggles. They fit over his very strangely articulated eyes. One eye is looking at Panic, and at the other time, the other eye is currently looking at you, Borky, in two completely different directions. And he kind of looks a bit perplexed and puzzled, and he's just like, yes, I was expecting guess. I don't think I was supposed to accept that. I don't know.
Hello. You must be like Igmund Globrook, I presume.
Iggy, you can call me Iggy. That's what most people call me. Yes.
Iggy.
Nicknames are fun. I like nicknames. They kind of shorten the word, make it more simple, more personable. I think friends are very important. I could use some friends. I should probably.
You've got some friends.
Borky,
You have government mandated friends now.
Borky, the second he says I want some friends, Borky just hugs him. Just, oh my God, I love you. I love you. You're so good.
He immediately changes color to like a vibrant red and goes, I'm not comfortable with this comfort. I should probably step out of my comfort zone. Step outside your boxes. They say, why would you go inside a box? Boxes are strange. You're not supposed to be inside boxes. You make boxes, Iggy. You're crazy. Sorry, who are you again?
Allow me to introduce us. My name is Panic Grimtongue, CFO of the Sweet Dragon Tavern and member of the Unexpectables. I believe the Council of Alivast assigned you as our personal, what's the word? Personal tinkerer?
Oh,
Guy
that would
who
explain that the
guy who makes stuff.
That would explain the additional letter in the letter barrel. And as you turn your head, you see just a giant, massive keg filled to the brim with letters that are all unopened.
I love this guy.
He's almost as bad as male as us.
Did we just get Morden? Is that who we got?
I think we did.
Oh God.
No, that's good. I work is good. I have lots of things to do. I'm working on many things right now. A little bit busy working on this thing and this other thing. The snow is kind of making a bit of a challenge. I want to get something that gets rid of the snows. How about a flamethrower? I could channel
Task
in
holds
a
his
gem.
hand up.
I'd like that.
I like it.
Hold that thought. I will be right back. And he kind of climbs up with his arms and his legs, just up these chains and different scaffolding, and kind of disappears. And he comes back and he kind of opens up a book. It looks like kind of like a planner. He goes, I have many things planned. As he shows the planner, half of everything, like there's a sentence start and then it just ends. Like he just never finished it. And he kind of like shows you, he goes, I have some openings here and that other thing. Oh, what do you need made?
Well, nothing at the moment. We were just coming by to introduce ourselves. I have a feeling we'll be working a lot with each other in the foreseeable future.
I see. I specialize in experimental works as well as other things. I don't do furniture. Don't make me ask me to make furniture.
No,
Furniture's hard to
we've
do.
got
So
the
many
guy.
pieces.
We've got the guy for that. That is fantastic. Why don't you show us what you're working on? Maybe give us
No, and he hides, like he throws a curtain over his workspace and goes and kind of like backs up into it. It's like it's all a work in progress at the moment. Work in progress. Got so much to do. Got so much to get done. Pieces of metal. I need to buy metal. How much metal do I need? Probably
Excuse me.
$4, $5, $6. Yes.
If you don't have anything to show us on current, can you please show us something you have completed that you are proud to show?
He kind of like crawls up by the walls again and disappears. And eventually he comes out with a cannon that's about 1/8 the size. and it's about the
Oh.
size of like what would be a size? Like about the size of
A
a shoebox.
gun?
No, it's not a gun. It's a
Damn
shoebox
it.
size cannon.
So he has a grenade launcher.
He puts it down. He goes,
That's
"Yes,
that's a tiny grenade launcher.
this is a specialty confetti cannon that I've been working on for
Ooh.
celebrations and joy and fun. Joy and fun is very good. Festivals are very good. Banners. Oh, I should get some banners. I should get a new sign for the place if people are coming in and asking me for employment. I should probably also maybe raise my rates. I should start mumbling off and kind of pacing back and forth.
How do you feel about working with unorthodox materials from adventurers?
Define unorthodox. Are we talking
Borky
illegal
Parts,
substances?
parts
Because that sounded.
parts from adult black dragons, maybe?
Oh, I've worked with dragons. I've worked with chimeras. I've worked with manticores. I've worked with. all
Task
kinds of
shows it's a chimera
storms.
dragon head.
That's disgusting, but I can work with that.
That's crazy. Here,
Oh,
hold
this
on one second here.
Well,
Bor-
I believe we're in business.
Borky reads his-
Excellent business. Business is good. I should probably get a ledger. I should start writing things down. How much money I'm making. How much money am I spending? I need more bananas. I need more bananas. I need to make a shopping list.
Why does he need? Oh, never mind.
Real fast. So you said that you're okay. You like things are helpful when you have them. All right. So you know that silver dragon bloke who saved us? The whole city.
Silver Dragon. I don't know Silver Dragon blokes. I don't leave my workshop too often.
Uh,
I got right here. Borky throws down 5 silver dragon scales, and then 20
Okay.
the 20 small scales.
I see material for me to use. I will put in the material bucket. I can start working on something for that.
That's cool.
We will discuss a price when I'm done.
Okay, that sounds sweet. Real fast. The cannon's neat. You said it shoots confetti.
Yes,
What
it
kind
does.
of ammunition is that?
That's paper, fibers made from cloth, made from recycled goods, made from unwanted books, though most people want their books, which is not a shame. A book
What-
contains an entire story, an
what
entire
would you-
legend.
Yes,
What would
the
you s-
printing press hasn't been invented yet.
May I ask? I actually have an actual suggestion for something.
His eyes flick, like one eye turns and looks to you, Task.
I have this. Task produces the chimera snake tail. I was hoping that maybe I could have this fashioned into a whip of sorts.
A whip. I can make a whip. Whips are long. Those are kind of like he like sticks out his tongue and he grabs it.
Oh God!
So
Oh.
he brings it up and he kind of like it actually is like a magnifying glass and he kind of like examines every other piece you're kind of giving him. He kind of tucks that in his belt. You notice why he's got this collection of tools. He kind of grabs them and then just kind of collects them
Yeah,
at his side.
I'm going to grant him. I'll grant him if he finds it's necessary to make the whip out of this. I also have the 2 chimera hooves if that can be used for raw material.
That seems more applicable to medicine. Perhaps potion making. Potions are good. I should perhaps get a potion of blacksmithing. Perhaps it would improve my blacksmithing. That would be useful. I'm making a few arrows here and there, but getting better. Of course, the cold weather makes it hard to start the forge fire, and it's a little bit weaker than usual. But I'll make adjustments for it. I will take these tools, materials, and what you've provided me. However, as part of the contract of the Crafters Guild, I cannot guarantee I will produce results. By taking these items, I will attempt to make something out of them, but I cannot promise that they will always work, given my nature. That is my agreement to the Craftsman Guild. I get to experiment, and in some cases, experiments lead to failure. If this is all right with you, then I will attempt.
And that's why I'm keeping the dragon's head as a trophy. You may do as you will.
Excellent. I will take these things and I'll work on them. Working. Oh, my back hurts.
Okay, so
Keep me up.
aside from this miniature cannon that shoots paper, you got anything else crazy?
Nothing that is for sale and nothing I wish to show at the moment.
Oh, okay. It's fine, I guess.
Probably
I
gonna
want
climb up again.
Task to start I actually want Task to look at the cannon and start like investigating it.
Okay, roll an intelligence check.
All right. Yeah. 20.
Really good. First of all, it's heavy. It's really heavy. It is impractically heavy for something of this size. You get the sense that if this were to go off, it would probably just explode based off of its construction. This is like such a Maj Podge prototype that it is straight up. If you press a button on this thing, like lit it on fire, it would probably just.
Does it have a giant big red button on it that says "Do not press"?
No, it has a fuse though.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping it came from here.
Detect
I'm-
magic.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was wondering when
no.
you were gonna do that.
Oh boy.
All right. You detect magic. The forge is magic.
Mhm.
A few of the tools are also magic. Nothing of any substantial like hue. There's a couple of immovable rods, but they appear to be under lock and key. They appear to be used as like a way to kind of hold stuff up. You get the sense. There's a few scrolls here and there, a few actual like wizard spell books, but you get the sense that this guy's not a wizard. He probably just found them or he procured them somehow. A couple potions. Looks like they're potions of fire resistance, which probably with going with the whole blacksmith thing makes sense. Beyond that, there's spatterings here and there. There's nothing incredibly substantial.
How are
He
your
seems like
experience?
he's a very traditional craftsman. He's very much probably looks like he's very much one of just traditional crafting work.
So you are proud of this work, yes?
Proud, yes. Pride can swallow you, can consume you, can make you a bit more arrogant. I don't want to be arrogant. I want to be friendly. Do I seem friendly? I hope I seem friendly. Why?
Panic
I hope I
sweats.
make friends.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I would like to. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to come back every so often to see if you have any progress on things of the range variety, same as this.
Range is good. I can make bows. I can work on bows. I could use some of these parts. Perhaps I could use this to make a bow. No, you want a whip. I can work on a whip. I can work on
Yes, you can work on the whip, but I actually wouldn't mind if you experimented with something like, say, of this caliber with something of that of a bow.
I can work on things. Yes, I can work on things. Payment will come after, though. All the work in, you must pay. No matter what, you must pay. And if not, then I'm no longer your craftsman, and that is the deal we have. He starts kind of like climbing and walking and leaving.
No, of course, I understand. I'm still going. I intend to pay you for your services for the whip. However, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to also maybe observe and watch your craft while working with ranged materials. Maybe there's a way that this can be mixed not only with a bow, but maybe even a crossbow of sorts.
You ask too much of me. I don't like being watched. No one likes being watched. Of course, I do the watching. I have two eyeballs. I can stare at two different places at the same time, which is pretty normal. My mom says it's normal, but of course, she also had the same type of eyes. But
is that not what friends do?
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Piss!
Oh, God. Here we go.
That one.
Oh.
Welp.
No.
Fair enough. Pass your strokes. Fair enough.
Yikes.
It has been lovely meeting you. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about in the future, but you seem busy, so we'll let you get back to it.
Yes, back to it. I got to get back to work. Got to keep working on this. I should make it bigger. Body weight to distribution of the linen should be equal, or perhaps. And he starts rambling.
Right. Keep me updated on that flamethrower. Have a good night, Izzy. Fuck.
It's Iggy. It's Iggy, and he's our best friend now.
Connor, I see you too are taking care of some real estate business.
Yes. Yes. I was thinking of my friend from something Izzy Entertainment.
As you guys kind of leave, Task, you notice that Taurus has eaten a bit of gunpowder. He seems to kind of just chewing on it.
Taurus, fire!
Crank that tail.
I will pick him up. I will produce my hand for him to spit it out in.
He does not.
Animal handling. 22.
You watch Panic and Borky as Task using his foot as like a way to like open up his mouth, like one foot on the bottom jaw and his hands on the top. He tries to like smear out the gunpowder, but Taurus is just so stubborn. He just wants to eat it. And you manage to scoop out a bit of it, but it's gross. It's covered in dragon saliva. He is being very stubborn with you, and he's already eaten too much.
Spit it out. Spit it out.
I just say sternly to him in Draconic, the more you consume, the more you get sick. Just put him back on my shoulders and go outside.
All right. You guys head out into the blinding snow as a bit of a wind has picked up. Meanwhile, with Greckles and Remy.
All right, so Remy, you want to tell me what's going on?
Do I want to? No.
Well,
I assume you're going to keep asking, though, until I do.
Oh, you know I'm persistent.
Yes, I do. What do you want to know? What Brooke told me? What I'm feeling? What is it that I can do for you?
Feelings would be a good start.
I am conflicted is probably the best word that I can use.
You kind of blew up back there multiple times, and that did not seem like you.
No, I haven't been myself for quite some time, it feels like, actually. And it nearly cost both Willow and Brooke and then Sully. So I'm becoming a detriment to all of you, simply by being around.
Well, that's not entirely true. You've been more than helpful, and you've been a great friend.
Yes, but I will point out it is much easier to ruin one's reputation than it is to maintain it or establish it, and I am doing a terrible job of maintaining.
Okay, well, now that you brought that up, let's talk about what actually happened.
We'll see him trying to find the words and not being able to quite get them out until he finally is able to just throw something out. I'm suspended.
Suspended for what?
For endangering a diplomat.
You see Greckles just kind of sigh and put his face into his talons. The diplomat that could single-handedly wipe anything out.
I couldn't tell him that, or Willow's in danger.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Just let's stay calm. Do you have a place to stay?
I suppose I could stay with my family if I had to, but I don't want to impose.
Well, you can always stay with us. If you don't want to burden your family, I can understand what that would be like.
Sure, I don't really have anywhere else to go, to be honest.
We could talk to our carpenter and see about finding you a new room.
Don't forget, you have Lewis Jog's room too, and he doesn't use it, so.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
We'll make something work, Remy.
I need to be better than this, Greckles. I can't endanger everyone because I'm emotional. I'm a knight, and knights don't get emotional. They are valiant. They are stalwart. They are committed. They do the right thing. I am supposed to suck this up.
And they are also living things.
Yes, well.
Look, Remy, before I found Alivast, I was an absolute wreck. Just trying to get by doing what I can. I was literally thrown out of the only home that I ever knew. So, I hope you can believe me when I say I know how you feel. But, in all fairness, Alivast has become my new home. I would obsess about what I once had. I obsessed at the woman that I loved, the friends that I had, the home that I had, the luxuries that I had, all stripped away in a blink of an eye because some upstart said that I was causing too much of a trouble. So I know how you feel. And that's why I wanted to extend that to you.
Now imagine if that person who wronged you was called a hero by everyone you knew.
Maybe not to the same degree, but I could relate, at least slightly.
I just wanted to stab him in the throat. I'll be honest, I wanted to tell him what a fool he was, how I thought he was an idiot for having no plan. He was prideful and full of ego, and now I'm no better because I can't control myself either.
There are hundreds of thousands of people like that. And usually get taken advantage of, believe me. But you don't have to be like that, Remy. If this means a new start for you, as someone who has had a new start in this city, there's no finer place to start.
I thought I had restarted. I thought I was away from it all and it followed me here. And it's costing me everything. That's where I'm going, by the way. I have to say goodbye. They're taking Volo from me.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, I earned it, apparently. If I had just stayed here and let you go about your business, I'd still have him. They're taking me off the front, so I get to sit back and watch whatever happens with the fire giants from afar. And if anything happens to the riders, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
Well, you did say suspension, did you not?
Yes, indefinite suspension, which means they can drag me around for as long as they want, and I'm not exactly on Brooke's good side right now.
Well, to be fair, none of us really are. But the one thing we have done is prove to him that we are valuable. And you still have that opportunity, and you can still do good, Remy. You're talking to the guy who's done wrong all his life. And it's only recently that I felt like I've been finally doing good, and it's sticking. It's sticking, Remy. For the first time in my God's forsaken life, it's sticking.
As you guys walk, one of the dwarves working on the forge, he's like, "Oh!" And you watch as one of his forge flames kind of flares up a little bit. Gromus beard, what was that? And he kind of goes back to work as you guys kind of keep walking.
Great. At least I'm not the only one having a bad day. Greckles, I get what you're saying. You're not wrong. I need to get over this. Just don't know how.
Well, as I've come to learn, when you're at the very bottom and you have nothing else to lose, you have absolutely everything to gain. Like I said, I lost everything. I lost the only home I ever knew, the only woman that I ever loved, everything. And I've rebuilt it piece by piece with those three nitwits. You see Greckles chuckling, but it's a very sincere chuckle.
I told you once before, that's your family now.
Yes, and we're always open for more. You've been with us through a lot of shit, Remy. A lot of shit. And you're more than welcome to stay with us if you so desire. But I understand if you don't.
I suppose another night in the Sweet Dragon wouldn't hurt. You see him wipe something out of his eye.
Okay, I'm going to perceive.
I'm not crying.
That's a 16.
You have a very good idea of what he was probably wiping out of his eye.
Oh, I know, but just to
Yeah.
be sure.
Daw.
Yeah, you pretty much understand.
Greckles puts a talon on his shoulder.
Just take it one step at a time, okay?
As you guys approach the barn, you see a griffin currently tied to a perch. Not yours, but Avery's griffin. Currently, and you see Avery currently talking with a stable hand. She's like bundled to the nines. She's like up, down, gloves on, goggles, hat, everything. She's completely like wrapped up in all kinds of insulation. And you watch as this form kind of turns and sees you, Remy, and starts waddling towards you, like side to side. And you hear Remy, kind of like in the muffling of the snow. What are you doing?
Avery, he's gonna hug the shit out of her.
Oh, don't get all emotional. Come on.
I'll give you some time, buddy.
Oh, hello, it's you. Hello.
How you doing?
It's been
You
some
remember.
time.
Greckles, right?
Yes, I remember Greckles. I remember Greckles' friend too. How's he doing?
Oh,
It's been an interesting time.
Well, I can only suspect. I heard about what happened, Remy. She kind of pinches your cheek a little bit. But I thought I was the one who was the most likely to be discharged, but here you are beating me to the punch.
well, I don't think our
Oh, you just cut out there.
dishonorable is chasing after a dignitary. Oh,
Wow.
just consider yourself lucky.
I am quite lucky, actually. I'm going to take Volo, though. He's going to be staying with me. To be fair, I don't know if we're going to even restart our contract with the army at the way this thing's going. The Puritans have gotten worse.
Are they keeping you grounded then?
More or less. I mean, with winter gone, too, we're down a rider. I actually think I might train for a bit and then see about maybe bolstering our numbers. I don't think you have to be, well, I think you can train even though you're suspended, maybe. Might be worth something looking into in the summer. But,
With you, you mean?
no, with me, with anyone. I mean, no good having just 4 griffin riders when there's that many in the air. Might as well have a few more. I heard there's tons of things around Alivast, all kinds of different species. So perhaps while you're on your break, you can find something for me.
Find something for you?
Yeah, griffins.
I suppose you were always the one that found the griffins, though.
That's your turn. Don't make me do all the heavy lifting.
Oh,
Speaking
great.
of which, come
Put
on,
it
Volo.
on me. You know, I've had a very long day, and now you're just telling me to find griffins. I guess I'll pull one out of my hat then.
That's where I expect to find one. They got lots of pygmy griffins, and there's lots of pygmy griffins in the city, but I don't think I want to ride one of them. Crush them first. Come on, Volo. You watch as your griffin is kind of loaded out. I'm going to take him back to the front, at the very least, to be with the other griffins for the winter. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Can you give me just a moment?
Absolutely.
Remy's going to walk over to Volo. He's gonna put his hand on his feathers and just kind of stroke him real quick.
His feathers kind of poof up.
I'm sorry, friend. I've really messed this one up. And he's gonna tap his beak and put up his arm.
And Volo responds.
You'll see Remy wipe his eyes, not being able to control it anymore. Oh. Avery, please take care of him.
You know I always do.
And please find Winter.
Oh, you know her. She just likes to venture about. She'll come back.
I know.
Do you think she left because it's actually winter?
I mean, I guess maybe she...
The real questions.
I suppose maybe she did. Maybe she likes it. I'm not sure.
Avery pats you on the back. She goes, sorry, not a good time to ask.
No, I'm a
You'll be
mess.
fine, and we'll be
Really don't
fine.
need- Oh, Knights, don't cry. Please leave. This is embarrassing.
Not the most embarrassing thing I've seen. And she gives you a wink, Greckles, and kind of walks away.
Oh, would you? Oh, of course. Of course. Kick a bird when he's down. Of course. You'll see Remy put his talons to his face and just kind of rub and try to get everything out of his eyes.
Ugly sob.
Greckles goes up to him, and he's actually going to embrace him.
Aww.
Remy is not even going to hesitate. He's going to hug you, bury his beak in your neck.
Oh, it's okay.
Volo rests his head on top of the both of you because he doesn't know.
Good stuff.
Freaking bird.
like a golden retriever just help with my head. You're fine.
Let me get in on this action. Remy! It's time to say goodbye!
Oh my god. Cito, thank you for ruining the moment.
To be fair, I
It was
started it, but
It's true.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm gonna double down. Don't say goodbye. The French say au revoir.
What?
Remy's gonna put up his hand and just rub his neck while he keeps the beak on his shoulder.
Greckles just gonna pat him. Just let it go. Not really saying anything.
Avery, please.
I will. I'll send you a letter the moment we get back.
I'll make sure we check the mail. And then Remy's gonna let go of Volo, but grip onto Greckles.
Avery takes Volo, and she mounts her own griffin. Enjoy the warm inns, Remy. God damn. She kind of kicks her griffin and gives you a coy smile, and then she takes off like, come on, Volo. And Volo follows behind. There's a moment where he kind of pulls on the rope a bit, like, wait, why am I going this way? And then obediently he does follow, and they disappear into the sky.
It's okay, buddy. It's gonna be okay.
Thank you for this.
I know what it's like to be alone in a really bad time. So I figured you could use someone.
Truth be told, I don't know many people in Alivast, outside of the people I met at the front. You and the others are the... Well, I guess you're some of the first friends I've made.
Well, you can join that club. I didn't know anyone before until I got set up with these jokers.
Well, that seems rather strange. You're a very charismatic bird.
You don't know me very well then, Ray.
Well, they
But-
just light him.
Well, I've done a lot, like I said, I've done a lot of wrong in my life, so I want to try and make at least a little bit of it right.
Well, my father used to tell me that today is just another day in all the days that will ever be. But what we do today might affect all those other days, so not what you've done.
And he's right. But there's always another day, and there's always another opportunity to do something bigger than yourself.
So I guess suppose it's time to stop bawling like a baby and swallow my pride. Oh, that was terrible.
It's not a matter of swallowing. It's a matter of finding a new way to display your pride. Remy, where I come from, and what I was taught and what I was trained, it was to always use my talents to benefit whoever it was that I was protecting, whether that be a contract, a lord, it didn't matter. Everything that I was supposed to do should not be done through me, even though much of my time growing up was stealing and thieving and pickpocketing. And to lose that in an instant, to lose that sense of purpose, it's crushing. I know what that's like. But I found that new purpose here with my new family and, well, my larger clan, I guess you could call it. So don't think of this as losing everything, but rather gaining the opportunity to do so much more.
You see the faintest glow from the attic.
Look over to it.
You look up and it's just slightly glowing, just for a bit, and you do notice a few other people are like, "Hey, it's glowing, eh?"
Greckles is gonna check. Greckles is gonna check the mask.
No difference.
Hmm.
No change whatsoever. You do notice one thing about the attic, though, and this happened when the dragon attack happened. There's another crystal attached to it on one of the chains.
Like a completely different one.
Yeah, it was underneath some structures that were built.
Oh.
Yeah. Just in terms
There you go.
for clarity's sake, but yeah. So, what do you
I
guys
just-
do after?
I'm gonna look at that mask real quick. Is that the same mask that I tried to fix?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is, and it's completely fixed now.
I see you found someone to fix your mask.
You could say that.
We should probably find the others. It's also getting very cold out here.
Yeah. Hey, I still owe you that dinner, too.
Yes, you do. I could use a good meal at some point. What? Did you
Wait.
Did you just hear a chicken?
Wait. Greckles looks around. Was it Monty, was that a jape? Or was that actually something we heard?
Echoing over the clouds, you swear you hear the far-off cry of Mr. Baka.
And the 50% opacity of his silhouette just appearing on the horizon.
He's just there. He's just up in the clouds.
He's standing on a cloud looking down at you.
All right, well, let's go find the others before we do anything.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like Kenku tonight.
Also,
As they walk
Greckles.
off-
Greckles.
Yeah,
This never happened.
don't worry, I'm good at keeping secrets. Trust me.
Good.
And he gives you a very coy but very serious wink.
All right.
You guys
I feel
head
like
out
chicken tonight.
and eventually meet each other up in kind of the middle central part of the middle crafting district, middle of it, all together in front of what looks like a very nice intricate fountain that you see people kind of pulling water from it. It's a very clear, obvious core water source for a lot of the blacksmiths who are kind of just coming in and getting bucket upon bucket of water.
All right, Greckles, Remy, how'd it go?
It went all right.
I-
All right, Borky.
Oh, you're not gonna believe, but we met Mr. Garbrook. You know the guy,
Right.
the craftsman guy. Well, let me tell you, he is what you might call eccentric. Is that what you said, Task?
Yes.
Yeah, he's quite eccentric, and not only that, fucking weird. So,
Well, in that case, he'd fit right in with us.
well,
Yeah, that's what the vibe I was getting from him.
yeah, Task tried to get all his secrets, and he told Task to get out.
As long as he
mean,
makes
as
quality
much as-
work. As long as he makes quality work.
Yeah. So, by the way, he's a lizard. He's a lizardman.
I mean, is that so strange? I'm a birdman.
It's the first time, one of the first times we've seen a lizard man in the.
I've never seen a lizard
Around.
man like his
Wait,
race.
hold on,
And
hold on,
back
hold
at
on.
the tavern, Euro
Hoss
Magic
rod.
prize a singular tear.
Oh, not to say. Wait, hold on. I was about to say.
I
hold on.
said one of the first times.
I should just. Wait, what are you guys talking about? We just horse ride. I think he's a lizard, right? And then there's Who's Your Majesty.
Hey man, I said specifically I've never seen one of his race before. I made it specific.
Password's a 1T, actually.
God bless you.
Right. Anyway, so we've got our dude making shit for us. Little odd, but I think he'll fit right in.
Oh, Remy's actually gonna stay over again, if you guys are cool with that.
that's
Oh, really?
Oh, that's neat. You guys gonna get bunk beds? Who's on top? Who's on bottom?
Well, that is actually something I wanted to point out to you guys. Now that we have the ACs for it, I suggest if we can make some extra revenue out of it, maybe make an inn.
That would be a pretty good idea.
Oh,
Although
yeah.
we'd probably have to get more security if people are gonna stay the entire night.
We've got an owlbear.
You know, we've never used that thing.
Not
Used a
offensively.
couple times.
We've used it.
Yeah, we've used it as the muscle.
Okay, that's fair. Oh boy.
Well, if it's all the same to you, we should probably review what we have on that list and buy some new stuff.
Uh-huh.
Not a bad idea, actually.
One quick trip back to the tavern later and a round of drinks, some food, and some papers.
3 hours later.
Is Willow still here, by the way? Because I know she was going to
Yes.
get lunch.
As you
She
guys
is.
actually return home, the tower is back and better than ever.
How the
Oh
Oh my
fuck? What?
gosh!
2 inches later.
2 inches later.
It's bigger, which is nice. The wizard's tower. And you watch as just like one of the dwarves just finish up the final stroke of paint on it and just kind of walks away.
Were they painting it stone colored?
No, there's like little embellishments to it in the wood and stuff.
Minecraft creative mode, that last final fucking thing of snow materializes out of thin air before they walk away.
Oh boy.
You guys get inside. You guys have access to your AC.
Yes.
All right, boys. So we all sit down at the table.
It's time to talk about how we can improve this place. Ain't that right, Task?
Indeed.
Hey Monty, while they talk over their stuff, Remy's gonna go find Willow if she's still there.
All right, sounds good.
So I
Okay.
will let them do their.
So
AC
what are
stuff.
the options from top to bottom? Let's just go over them and let's go over the merits of this.
All right.
So
Well,
you have-
no, I'm sorry.
no, you can go ahead.
Well, we have here on first a trophy room. That's a luxury that I would like to take it if given the opportunity, but there are more important things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have a training room,
No.
which might be a pretty expensive ask. We have a garden, but we would have to hire a druid. We have horse stables, chicken coops, a small barn, the fight pit, but we're going to need a cleric for that. A library, but we'll need an additional wizard, sorcerer, or whatnot, someone with arcane knowledge. We could get the inns, but that's the most expensive thing here. It's going to bleed us dry, and even then, we're still going to need 3 maids or servants to keep that afloat.
Yeah, that could pay dividends, though.
What's the one below that one, though?
Out of game, that will not make you money. So just keep that in mind.
Alright, fair
it's
enough.
fucking useless. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
it's pretty
That
useless.
that will be helpful with the guild stuff later.
Yeah.
I'll just put that out there.
Okay. We have a temple. We
Oh,
need a
hold
cleric for that.
on. A temple.
Yes.
We promised that we would get Log a temple. We haven't followed suit on that. And I will not stand by here and lie to that precious small little robo boy. Or
Can we
girl.
just give him like some kind of like maybe if we get a storage room and just tell him it's his temple?
Well,
I thought
hold on.
Taurus' doghouse was his temple.
Now, he thinks that, but he'll wise up eventually. We owe Log a temple.
Where is he anyway?
You know where he is, Panic. You're the only
Do
one
I?
who knows where he went. Yeah.
Listen, I've been under a lot of stress lately.
He says in game to the above game voice in his head.
Panic, stop talking to the ceiling again. We're talking about.
It feels like he's the only one who listens sometimes.
Log went to the only other known temple of Oriara on the continent of Alivast. He went to Dalton Village to go seek out the temple there to get basically paperwork to be considered an actual hireable cleric.
Oh, well, then problem solved.
You still have to pay to register him, but that basically lets him preach if he wants to.
Well, I'll tell you what I say while yawning. Log is going to get himself registered. That's why he hasn't been in town lately. If we build this temple, we would have 1,000 and or so AC left.
So
but
we can get a bunch of little things.
Well,
Like we can hire a bard.
That's said. That said, having a temple to Oriara would be a little strange. If you noticed, when we were in the middle districts, the way those people were looking at the constructs.
That's gonna get people here, and guess what? You can play music.
If I may make it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Don't forget that hiring a cleric, a druid, or those people also costs AC as well. So you might want to double check the cost of that as well.
It's 1,000 AC for a cleric, so.
So if that's the case, then if we actually want to invest in that temple, if we bleed the 4,000, we can get a cleric and the temple itself.
Essentially, the temple doesn't have to be big. It doesn't even have to be attached to this building, technically. We just have a plot of land we can space things out on, right?
It would go behind past your courtyard on the backmost part of your property, essentially.
But here's the bigger question for that, though. What religion would we attach to this temple?
Oriara.
Time!
Oh, you can't have the dragon.
I'm gonna be the wet fucking blanket and say I don't agree to that.
Honestly, guys, I just kind of want a training room.
Oh my god!
I feel like What, Borky?
I didn't see you there, Greckles. You'd be so quiet. You're such a good ninja.
How the hell do you know what that is?
You should say nin.
All right, you know what? All right, can we give
Tash shrivels and divides by 0 in the middle of the air and becomes a tiny void.
Kurt.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Can we give him disadvantage on the next 6 attack rolls, please?
I wouldn't blame you. Sorry about that. That was just
Trainer's advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna say out of character, trainer's advantage gives us a reroll for a lot of shit.
And out of character, I'm going to say this. I actually would rather we have more of an intel room and get a wizard, another wizard or some kind of warlock or something else, and get that library.
And out of character, I'm just going to say this. I think you guys are doing a great job out of character right now.
Thanks, out of character.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
No problem, out of character.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you're great, man.
Do you have anything that needs to be secured and stored away?
Not at the moment. Honestly, I just like a training room just to keep my skills sharp. I feel like they've been kind of falling off.
Well, I personally motion for a well at least to be added because
I can agree with that.
Yeah, the employees have gone through quite a lot with working with us, and we made the bathhouse. I think the well would be much benefit towards them. So whatever we decide on, I motion for a well.
Shouldn't be hard to make either.
Yeah, I agree to that.
Yeah, the well is cheap, right?
$100.
Yep.
Ow.
180.
I don't even know what a buck
Sorry.
is.
Wait, Monty, did you just drop a whole bunch of dice?
No, I'm just trying to get to my notebook and there's a bunch of dice in the way.
I just heard this. I heard this downpour. I'm like, oh no.
Sorry.
I sit here. Borky sits there with his arms closed. We owe Log. Like, why not?
Log isn't even back yet.
It will be. We gotta build us a temple. He can help design it.
Borky,
What?
Borky, it's a poor investment.
for the time being anyway. We need for him to come back first. He may even have his own ability to build his own temple for all we know.
Until I physically see him here and be a little bit more active and willing to actually partake in the bar, or at least the Sweet Dragon itself, I vote no.
What are you arguing about?
Fuck!
Oh
You
my
did that
god!
on purpose.
Jesus.
Shut, Monty, you did that on purpose. Fuck.
He's actually been back for 2 days.
Wait,
Yes!
what? Oh,
Yes!
and-
Yes!
What?
Yes!
How?
Oh my
Hello?
god, it's Log!
He's been in the Middle Arcana district. He's back though. For the sake of this, I don't want to have it where he turns around and he's suddenly here for you guys. So it's better if he just shows up.
So, Log, you got registered, huh?
Yeah, I just had to get the final stamp.
Where do you get the final stat for? Where have you? My God!
He's just like hyperventilating because that.
I just
Your
told you where he.
reading's broken.
Oh God.
My face hurts out of character.
So, Log,
Hi.
how would you like a temple?
I can wait. I heard you arguing from outside.
Well,
This is really awkward now.
Very awkward now.
Do you want me to just fucking walk away from this and let you guys just...
none of us are saying
No.
that tasks.
I'd like a temple at some point, but that's okay because it's winter. And
That's
building
true.
stuff is hard.
Not for
Hey, we don't have to.
Not for
This is a
dwarves.
lot of AC we're working with. Maybe we could settle on something a little bit lesser, and then later down the line go for one of the big ones.
Am I a biggin?
Only the size.
Physically, no.
only the
Physically, no. But your spirit is as big as they get.
I was gonna say heart. Oh, damn it, Panic.
I don't have a heart. I have no blood that needs to be circulated and thus do not need a heart to circulate it.
That's true. That's why I didn't say it.
Thank
But-
you.
But don't you need to circulate oil?
No. What's oil?
Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about?
God damn it.
Realistic bird Greckles just pops in.
I'm not a lantern. That's silly.
Yeah, he's not
Anyway,
allowed.
I'm gonna go and tell Ty Morpington about my trip. Bye.
And he just kind of walks away.
Oh, okay, man. What a trooper.
The table's been shuddering this entire time in repeated patterns.
Hey.
It's just Task smacking his face on the table.
Hey! Panic's got an idea.
What's your idea, Panic Grimtongue?
So, you guys said that Hassar did some really wacky shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What
class would you say he is?
The hell was that?
Ariara?
Sorry, I think that was a metagaming.
Ariara?
So I know that Hassrod can do magic, right? Can I roll an intelligence check to see
Roll
what?
a knowledge arcana.
Okay.
Mommy?
Who?
You mind if I make that roll as well?
Yeah, you can as well.
Beluska do you
Can we
too.
all make that roll?
14.
Ooh,
12.
I would like to do an Arcana roll. I love these
Oh my
rolls.
god.
Do you
That's a
have
21.
Arcana?
17.
How the? Ow!
Brain blast.
Task, Greckles, and Borky, you would know with your experience, which I ironically, Panic, you don't know because you weren't there. That definitely seemed like a one-time deal, and you get the sense that Hasrat is not interested in pursuing what he did there at all.
I just know that they got the child killed.
Yeah, Daddy did. Daddy did.
Well, I was thinking if we could somehow get hold of a wizard or a sorcerer or a warlock or a researcher. Do we know any researchers? I guess Hasrod technically counts.
Hasrod wouldn't care.
Yeah.
But who knows? He's got a lot of information in the library.
Yeah, but he also gets that illegally.
What about Ujo Magister?
I think he said that his stint here was a
Seasonal
temporary
one.
thing. Yeah.
You may not notice, but he's actually a lizard folk.
I'm not against the idea of obtaining a think tank and maybe some brains behind it.
That's true. I mean, if we get stuck on something, maybe we could find somebody who. What was the maybe? I mean, I guess no one from the Narasman Collective would be available. I don't know. I don't know what their deal is.
Are you not? I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Are you opposed to just having more interviews?
I mean, no.
Then I'm in favor. Yeah, I'm in favor of the library and piece.
It seems like a very middle of the road thing. So library Noel.
Greckles shrugs.
Borky abstains with disdain.
Wow. Okay. I mean, like your input is valued here, guys.
I mean, I already gave my input, but I really don't care either way.
Good to know.
He's so sundering.
Right. Library Noel.
Library Noel? Okay.
Interview some magic people.
Magic people. Oh, wait, you're going to do researcher as well?
Yeah.
That would cost you an additional AC to hire another wizard, though.
Additional AC.
Would Willow count as our wizard as well, though?
She's already got so much on her fucking plate.
You'd need a secondary one for that employee, which I'm wondering why.
So wait a minute.
Oh, it's not on the updated one. I am so sorry. That one's gonna be another 1,000 for the wizard. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Oh,
wait,
fuck.
wait. What about researcher? Would that be a
Researcher's the same. It'd be the same coverage. It's a person in academic.
All right, well, scratch that.
Sorry.
Hey, that training room's looking real good.
Okay, I guess we'll give Greckles his training room.
All right, then how about this? If we have the training room, wait, the cleric is another 1,000, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. I'm doing the calculations here.
You watch as Task pulls out an abacus and begins to kind of flick the little beads.
Hey, we know that lady.
Thank you.
But Tish.
You said it before I did. Thank God.
All right. 165 training room is gonna cost us another 1,500.
I just see Task. I see Task in a white dress shirt and a tie behind a desk with glasses doing napkins.
All right, we need a bookie and a cleric, so that's another 1,400.
I can't get this out of my head.
All right.
Carry the zero.
Man, I don't see anyone else doing the fucking math, and I suck at it.
Maybe you should just go to temple and hire a log.
Borky says, leaning back, like on his chair with his hand behind his head.
All right. If we do all of this, get a bookie, a cleric, a training room, and also how much was the fight pit? The fight pit.
Fight pit was...
Fight pit was 500. We actually technically could walk away with all of this, and we would still have 900 left over.
It looks like everyone wins then.
With the bookie and everything.
With the bookie and everything, we'd have 900 left over.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Sounds good.
Get us some
Right.
money.
So we want a cleric.
Training room,
Bookie.
cleric, bookie, well, and fight pit.
Training room, okay. Ooh, that's a lot. Well, and the fight pit.
We would technically have 965 AC left over.
Hey, that's a pretty goodly amount.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So in what order of priority do you want the actual like building parts done? So the fight pit, the well, and the training room. What would be first priority?
I'd say the training room because we can gain benefit from that instantaneously.
Okay.
I would also say well because it probably wouldn't take that long to do anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that won't take that long, and then fight pit last. Makes sense. All right. Okay.
Well, hold on. You say fight pit at the same time, though. Getting a cleric and a bookie before we even get the fight pit might be a little bit of a backwards thinking, don't you think?
Well, then don't hire them on until we get.
No, we do the fight pit first.
We can fight in the temple. Borky gets up and storms away.
We can fight in the temple.
It's a temple of fists.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking
Guys,
hold
I
this
thought the
over me.
first rule was don't talk about fight pit. Like, why are we?
Okay, so that would access. You would have access.
Quiet, Remy. You're supposed to be depressed.
Sorry. Well, Remy is depressed.
No one knows
I have
what
all
it's
those-
like.
I have all those noted down, and they are submitted.
Woohoo!
Oh,
You guys did
boy.
it! You bought things like adults.
Okay. All right. So that leaves you guys with how much was it? It was 900.
900.
965.
965.
That's still a lot left over.
Yeah, dude.
That's good budgeting. Well done, guys.
Alrighty.
Feels like you could.
Thank you.
No, that was really good.
It's almost like I've been doing this for the past fucking month.
We did good, Chris. I like it.
Thank you. My head hurts from real estate bullshit.
I see you though. I see you, and I appreciate you. I don't know why I did that voice.
Alrighty. Remy, as you kind of leave them to their abacuses and their paperwork.
I'm just picturing them doing this, and then Borky, I don't like it.
You kind of sneak your way up the stairs. You see two doors. One is the lion head door that leads into your companions' bedrooms, and the other one on the other side, you recognize leads into the wizard's tower.
All right. I'm going to walk up to the door, which I assume is closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
All right, and then you will hear a knock on the door, Willow.
Okay. Yes, come in.
Thank you. In stereo now. He's going to open the door.
Okay. You see Willow. She's dressed in her regular garb. She still has the bandages on her hand. She's kind of moving things around. You see a barrel currently resting up against this very strange looking crown. Like it looks like almost like out of bone or something. You see a pile of various different other things. Looks like it was all separated. And she kind of stops. She goes, oh, hi.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, milady.
Oh, it's okay.
He's going to step in and kind of close the door behind him.
Hmm.
Are you doing all right?
I'm okay. I've been better. I'm just nervous, is all.
Well, you'll be happy to know that things went well with Brooke.
That's good. Rabbit was helpful, I hope.
Not really. It just kind of sat there.
Oh, right, it sat there. I'm glad.
I'm sure it was a comforting thing for Task, I suppose. Is he anxious?
I think it's
Should I insight her when she's stumbling
Yeah.
around on her words?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Advantage, right? At 17.
No, 17.
That's not bad, though.
Let me see what she rolls.
She's a smart girl, though.
Oh, yeah, she's very smart.
Oh, boy.
Plus- Yeah, no, you can't get much
Damn
of a read
it.
on her.
I'm
She
never going to know.
Is there something I could help you with?
I was hoping I could speak to you for a moment.
Okay.
We didn't tell Brooke anything about what actually happened. May have cost a lot, but we managed. Yes, no problem. At least we can do. She will see Remy visibly starting to get emotional again and trying to find what he was actually going to ask her.
Willow is not smart when it comes to insight, so she's going to attempt.
She can't.
Okay,
she can
he's
book
not
read,
trying to
not
hide it.
people read.
Okay, she passed. She got a really
Okay, I was
good roll.
like, he's not really hiding, so good luck.
She kind of steps up and goes, Did you lose something?
A lot, actually.
I might be suspended, like Doros.
Oh, well, they'll review it. You'll be okay.
Yes, but in the
If you
meantime,
build
they...
up if you build up credentials, they actually will probably approve you faster. So while you're waiting, there might be some jobs that crop up, and then that's a good way to I'm sorry, I'm not making things much better.
essentially be a mercenary again, just not for the army.
There's no shame in that.
No, it's honest work. At least I hope most of it is.
Well, if you're with Mr. Tass, Mr. Borky, Mr. Greckles, and Mr. Panic, I think you'll be doing good work.
Yes, they seem like a lovely bunch. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay after the whole ordeal and made sure that he didn't come back here.
We talked.
After everything.
She nods.
And?
He apologized, but I'm so exhausted.
Let me guess, he did it in his, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cause a big problem. Here's some money.
No, I used him. Remy, I used him.
Yes.
Everything
I
with
meant-
that was just me. It was an instrument. I used him like a chess piece. If there was if there's anyone to blame for the way that Eltmer fell and everything happened, it is me. And as much as I've run from that guilt, I have to deal with that guilt now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about
good.
Valithia, and I'm sorry about how Eltmer ended. But it needed to end. I'm sorry. She kind of like shakes her head, and she sits down on this giant chair that she has for some reason. It's just absolutely huge, like almost comedically too large. And she kind of sits down on it and kind of holds her head in her hands.
Yes, your methods were despicable and underhanded.
She kind of shrinks when you say that.
And normally I would stand here and lecture you about how disgusted I am at what transpired, but I am not one to talk. Especially not now.
The Silver King is flawed. It's so horrendously flawed. But I guess when he saw me, he said he saw himself.
And
Oh,
you-
sorry, that was my magical device. I'm installing some new things, so there's a few beeps.
Ah, the scrying orb is in.
I'm interested to see where the future takes me. I'm scared too.
Well, at least you're safe now and you can make your future wherever it is you wish. Yeah, you aren't by any chance familiar with the council's workings, are you?
Somewhat. I mean, politics were always my strong suit, unfortunately. But why?
Arranged marriages. You're familiar with them, yes? They're often used to gain political standing or merge houses, things of that nature.
Yes.
Have you ever objected to one?
You think I would be able to with my parents?
I asked if you ever did, not if you ever did anything about it.
A couple times. But usually they fell through. I'm not the eldest, I'm not the youngest, so my value is kind of, gosh, it sounds so awful to say. My value is not worth very much, at least back then, but now I think it's worth a lot more.
Well, I might be reading the situation wrong, but I think two people that are terrible for each other might be put together.
Borky?
Borky? What? That?
Borky? Is Borky getting married?
No, Borky, is he getting married?
I don't know. I mean, you said someone, or is it
No.
is it Mr. Panic? Is Mr. Panic getting married?
Oh, dear. Oh boy. No. Well, first of all, the poor girl or guy. I don't even know.
Hey.
No, it's none of them.
Oh, okay. Because I heard Borky was with the drow or something, and I
The
think I
drow?
can't remember. Yeah, I don't know.
Gosh, a drow. Why would he?
I don't
I
know.
thought maybe the
hearing-
druid, the little girl.
The little girl.
Oh,
Jesus Christ!
yes.
They're called gnomes!
Bad wording. Bad wording. The
I realized
gnome.
after I said it. The little gnome is what I meant to
Let's
say.
let's
And then I
restart
said
let's
the-
restart the session. There's been a lot of mistakes made.
Hello and welcome everybody to the
Unexpectables.
Unexpectables.
We're walking back my reference earlier and just what we just fucking heard.
We're gonna hit play.
Wow.
All right, 1, 2,
I
3,
real-
sync.
Anyway.
Kitchen cabinet. Jesus
Little
Christ.
gnome. I meant to say little gnome.
Female gnome, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know how long they've been friends. I'm sorry. I shouldn't jump to a conclusion like that. That's rather bad to do.
Regardless, I just am worried that there may be ramifications from it.
Like what? Like political ramifications, emotional ramifications?
Yes, to all of the above.
Oh dear, that's really bad. Well, I mean, it depends. I mean, whoever is making the arranged marriage happen, if it doesn't work, I mean, sometimes people split apart and it's okay. But I mean, there's always a distance, you know. Like there's not. I mean, my sister who was older than me, she had a marriage, and I don't know, the relationship was kind of strange, and it was half there, I guess, and. But I've heard of people making that work. I mean, I think if anything, if you're concerned about your friend, you should support them and help them out as much as you can. I mean, it's difficult. It is very difficult.
All right, I suppose you're right.
It's another chess piece in a game. As demeaning as it is to say, it is. And you just gotta hope that the piece either gets knocked over or it, captures a knight.
She'll see Remy kind of clench up.
Oh, are you getting married?
No,
It's okay to be nervous. It's okay. I know it's probably a big deal, and you're not ready, and you're so young.
Milady, oh boy, this is terribly awkward.
It's
No,
not you.
it is. No,
Sorry.
no. There were words I was going to say that I have forgotten now. I should probably go. I will
Okay.
take your advice to heart, and thank you. I am glad that you are safe, I suppose. And if you ever need to talk about things, I guess I'll be here for a bit.
Okay, it sounds good. You're welcome to visit as long as you knock. That's all I ask.
Of course, my lady.
Okay. Take care, Corbo. And thank you. She closes the door.
Oh dear.
And for the sake of brevity, that is where we will end the session.